And I am telling you,
red means go.
Brews and Banter Podcast. Banter Podcast. Brews and Banter Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I am your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend.
Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt. My name is Lou Belgians, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering, does Delaware have an actual culture?
This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world. Politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
Pop right there.
Really, was it?
It's not about at all.
Not about.
Before I guess, I know she enjoys. I meant for our co-host. Damn.
2 seconds.
That was that Andre 3000.
Yeah,
Play
well,
them flutes. Play them flutes.
That's why I almost fell
I think he
asleep.
started.
Widdly
He
diddly
was
dee.
on his tour, right?
Do that.
Ain't he on his tour? Didn't he start a tour, right? He started a tour, the sleeping tour or something like that. He sponsors the mattress company.
It's sponsored by Sleepy's. It's sponsored by Sleepy's.
That's not a Andre 3000. If you listening, go get your money.
Yeah, go get that contract with Sleepy's, man.
Right.
For sure.
Right. I'm sure there's somebody who's paying for his music for one of those sleeping apps as well. I'm sure that works all that. He can get every. Well, you just said that, Yoda, about the elevator music and all that stuff. He can. Yeah. All right. What up? Welcome to Bruising Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rocking in the brew. Well, that be the fuel. I'm your host, Rob G. With me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. How's it going, folks?
Hi.
Hello. How's everyone doing out there?
We got a very special co-host with us today, returning guest. I don't remember what the episode was, but you can find it on every platform. What was it?
Episode 227.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Right.
It was
That's
227,
right.
That's right.
Yup. You got a
That
lot
was that
of
long ago? We got
80s
240.
Black 80s sitcom with you. Yeah. You got a lot
It
of
don't
Black
seem
80s
like it was
sitcom
that-
with you. No.
Yeah, it don't seem like it was that long ago though.
What's that, like 18 weeks ago? 13 weeks ago? Some shit like that?
Man,
Yeah, it was 2023.
we go hard in
Damn,
this
you said it like, oh, you gonna say it like that? Like it was years ago.
2023. Yeah, guys.
Way back when.
Back in the day, 2 months ago.
Remember back in 2023? Ooh, them times is crazy.
Nuts, my guy.
This is episode 240 of Bruising Banter Podcast. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. What took you so long? But I'm still glad you're here. And for our bruisers, welcome back.
Hey, guys.
We
Glad
love
to
you
join
guys.
us. Glad you can join us again. Thanks for
He
having us.
sounded like Barack Obama when he was talking just now.
Yeah, all measured. It was all measured.
Yeah.
Our
I'm still
bruisers.
glad you're here.
Well, a study showed that is how people
Today.
really connect with people when they break it down like that. It connects more. I think that's what the study shows that works. So that's why politicians do it, and as well as point.
Who were they studying? Who are the people that they study? Who's in this demographic?
White.
Study-
It was in the Harvard. It was the Harvard Board of Medicine, so I'm not really exactly sure. Because I'm lying. Some truth.
Oh, yeah.
through my-
Like, you ain't never read no Harvard shit. It's not Harvard.
I
And
thought
that-
you were telling the truth. But now I see.
It probably is a study, though. It probably
You're
is
alive.
something that tells you that you should do this for something. I'm sure there definitely is. Somebody said that. What is it?
Do you have to go with the knuckle point as well?
Yeah, I think a knuckle point. Finger point means something aggressive.
It's
so you want
aggressive, right? Knuckle point.
Yeah. And not just knuckle, because that look like a trigger. You got to put it down. You got to put the thumb on the knuckle to make it.
Okay.
Because that look like you bucking off on it. I'm going to tell you guys.
Right. That's a trigger finger right
here.
This is
right.
This is demanding.
I'm serious about what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to vote.
That look like a liar hand to me. That's just
it's a politician. This is the politician.
I was going to pay you back.
Yep.
Check in the mail.
In the mail right now.
You cash checks? Do you guys cash those checks?
I always say how the politician is lying. They're talking.
Like this.
if they put a knuckle point, out, it's over.
I'm sure not all politicians. Some people are public servants. I think politician is when you start lying. But if you're a public servant, you're actually doing the work of the people.
When does I think the tax bracket changes too when you become a politician from a public servant.
When you concern more about your next election than the time you were voted in to do, that's when you become a politician. You're like, oh, I got to worry about 2027. It's 2023, bro. What are we doing?
Right.
That's when
it's necessary, though. It's necessary. You can't start the campaign without thinking about the future campaign.
But you have to. But you gotta fight for why I voted for you during this season. Fuck your campaign. I may not vote for you next campaign. Fuck you, politician.
That's true.
Be a public servant. That's spoken like a true politician. Talking about going to my next campaign already. True politician talk right there.
I think she's running for office, guys. Wait. That's what I'm doing.
They're taking my blueprint. This is my blueprint.
Before we get into everything, we all like to know what we are drinking, Noah. So, what are we drinking today? We'll start with our new co-host. Vivian, what are you drinking today?
You know what? Since it is in honor of Women's History Month, it is only fitting that I go first. So thank you. Thank you all for having me. I am representing Earthbound Beer. It's in St. Louis, and they always do great things for women. They're always holding different events just to promote women wellness and well-being and all that. So I am drinking the Pils All-Purpose. And it is a Polish-style Pilsner, 4.2 ABV, very light. I like my beers kind of harsher, about a 7 or an 8%, but this is good. This is a good start for me. So I would say pass me another, but after I've had something harsher.
I should have just stopped it early. Not the full one.
Pass me
another. I wonder what the difference between. I gotta look it up now. What's the difference between German Pilsner, Czech Pilsner, and a Polish Pilsner?
Polish, yeah.
What is the?
That's my first time ever hearing a Polish. I never even knew there was a Polish Pilsner. Is there American Pilsner out here? Is there a Nigerian Pilsner out here?
They have an American Pilsner for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think. What about the Nigerian?
I'm sure there's a Nigerian Pilsner somewhere.
Don't they have Italian Pilsner too?
Yeah.
Yes, those are good. I love an Italian Pilsner. Yes.
Yeah. So they definitely may have a Nigerian or Pilsner or South African Pilsner.
Yeah, I hope so.
If not, but I think because they do have or it might be more. Well, Southwest have hops, so I'm sure you can make a Nigerian Pilsner if you have the necessary ingredients to make a Pilsner.
Yeah, I think you just have to have something native to Nigeria, right?
Yeah. Well, and if all the malts and stuff are grown in the soil of Nigeria,
I'm not sure that's what makes it.
I'm not sure why I put that accent on. No clue why.
Wakandan.
Natural must be my bloodline. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's like when you speak in tongues, you know what you're saying, but it comes out when you no? Okay. Never mind. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lou, what you what you drinking on?
Man, I'm still in the middle of a detox. I didn't feel well all week, so high quality H2O is what I'm going for.
H2O, yeah, it is.
Yep, it's the Lord's drink. No, I mean,
No, wine is the Lord's drink, but I
I was
got
about
you.
to say, yeah, that's why I said no. It's probably not. Back in the day,
He said, don't mess with that water. I'm gonna turn this to wine, bro. That water trash.
that's only because the ancients did not know how to boil. They didn't know nothing about boiling and killing germs. So,
so why didn't he just boil with water? Why didn't he turn the water to fresh water?
I don't think Jesus knew either, bro. I don't think Jesus knew how to boil water either. I don't think so, because he would have.
But he knew how to turn it into wine.
He's a miracle worker.
So he could have miraculously cleaned that.
Do you believe it? Do you believe it?
Ooh.
Do you believe it?
Sure.
I mean, sure. Because anybody can turn water into wine. Because don't you put water in wine at some point? Like,
yeah.
So,
everything.
Yeah, but I think he did it on. I think he did it on the spot.
Yeah, he went like this.
Water.
And that thing was like, why?
Yeah. He was David Blaine before David Blaine. He was like,
he's a magician. Call Jesus a magician. Jesus.
What do y'all think he said when he turned the wine into water? Like, did he say like voila? Like, what word do you think he said?
What if Jesus actually was a magician and we had this all wrong?
Literally, this is gonna be true. All these things could be factual. We have no idea.
Yeah, all right. What you drinking on? On this Sunday afternoon, we talking about.
Yeah, right. I got the worldwide American Pale Ale from Soulmaker.
Also,
hey.
That's what I went with. I went with something light because I got shit to do later, and I wasn't feeling that great still. But I mean, I'm getting there. I drank a lot of freaking green juice yesterday and today, so I mean, I can drink a beer today.
What you put in green juice?
It was kale, celery, apple, ginger, and something else I don't remember.
Why you drink that?
Yo, man.
What's that supposed to do for you?
Well, because I wasn't feeling great. So it like flushed me out, if y'all really want to know.
It's funny. I just saw somebody post that says Kel has a lobbying organization. They said Kel ain't really good for you.
It probably ain't. I don't think that, like,
come on, man.
If you think about it. Like everything that they say is good for you, years later they say it's not.
Yeah.
So
only at a time.
I think that it's just people's opinion on shit, to be honest.
True.
There probably wasn't no study done.
Ain't Kale a collard green cousin? Ain't they cousins?
Yeah, but you know,
all them leafy things, all them leafy things.
It is green, so it should be.
Are collard greens good for me?
Yeah.
Not the way y'all niggas eat them, it ain't.
We're not talking about how they're prepared. We just saying if the nutritional value is the same as in kale.
But all the nutritional value is cooked out the
mix. Man, once you cook them up, that's on y'all.
You know, cook them, put fucking pork in them, turkey legs, all types of shit. So
once you cook any vegetable too much, I mean, it takes some of the
nutritional
value out of them anyway.
Yeah, that's why they say eat it raw. But one thing I can tell you is that freaking greens and shit like that are nasty raw. Like, don't eat no raw greens. Nah.
You like lettuce? Do you eat salads?
Yeah, like I can eat the salad. I can eat the lettuce and the spinach and stuff like that. But like collard greens, don't fucking eat that raw. Never.
Maybe it's the IBUs. Like lettuce has low IBUs, and then like kale has like it's super bitter. So I don't know if IBUs translate to greens.
It makes sense though.
I see what kales are bitter.
Yeah. I see what you're doing though. I agree with that. The different levels of leafy. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, but this
Kale's got the biggest spectrum of that.
Oh yeah, you were talking about your beer.
Oh yeah, beer. We're talking about beer.
This shit's a 5.5 alcohol by volume. Shout out to Somega out in DC.
What's up, Elliot?
All right.
And this is what it looks like in the glass. So it looks like a nice, nice pale. Good aroma to it. It's pretty good. I would say pass me another at least.
All right.
Pass me another.
That makes that.
Are you
I
lying?
don't know if you like it.
You lying?
He may not like it. He lying.
Are you lying?
He lying that motherfucker. Rob, what you drinking? Rob, what are you drinking?
I'm actually drinking from Idiom Brewing out of Frederick, Maryland. It is their Strike Accord. It's a Dunkelbock. There it is.
Oh, I like a good Dunkel.
It's a 6.6 ABV. Definitely a nice, I guess that's a nice
amber
color.
Amber?
Yeah, amber, dark amber. Yeah. You got
Can we say that for you, Rob? He got
what,
Dunkel. Got Dunkel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Right.
Vivian Ward clapping for you, so she did.
Yeah.
She was
Somebody was feeling.
I was ignoring it. I was
trying to look at the color. I was trying to enjoy your beer, Rob. I don't know what's going on down there.
God damn, Rob, you got a nice Dunkel.
It is
Dunkel. Hold on. Dunkel is a type of beer, is a style of beer, right? Is Dunkelbock a new style? I never heard of Dunkelbock. Did they just merge something?
No. The Dunkelbock
is always a Dunkelbock.
It's always called a Dunkelbock. They just did they shorten it to like Dunkel? Am I missing that? Or is Dunkel a different type of style?
It might be a different type of style. I'm not.
It's usually Doppelbock.
Yeah, there was no Doppelbock. Yeah.
So Dunkelbock is a new word then.
They mixed the Doppelbock and the Dunkel together and got Dunkelbock.
Got Dunkelbock.
Yeah.
There you go. That sounds good.
I don't know.
That's nice.
I don't know, because it just means a double, because Dunkel just means double. So maybe it's a double bock. So I mean like dry hop. So it's but it's nice. It is nice. It's a malty forward. Obviously, it's not hoppy at all. It's smooth. It's a good beer, good drinking beer. It's 6.6, so it's not super low, but it's mid range. It's a good chill, nice. I guess it's a German style beer. There you go. At the Dunkel would say. So shout out to Idiom out of Frederick, Maryland. I got to get down to Frederick and check out all their breweries, because there's quite a few down there, and it's a good drinking town, I hear, from all the people that live there.
So you said Dunkel means double?
Yes.
In German?
In German, yes.
So if they're saying double something, they always say Dunkel? Or is that just a beer term? So if they want a double cheeseburger, they be like, let me get that double cheeseburger.
Maybe, but they probably won't say cheeseburger. They'll probably say Dunkel, whatever how you say cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger.
They definitely ain't saying that either. It's not Dunkel.
Dunkel cheeseburger, yeah.
Let me get that Dunkel coffee.
It's somebody from Germany gonna listen to this podcast like, oh,
their ears is bleeding right now. My God damn.
It's called a Dunkel Flannash. You idiot! They gonna hit me up in my DM.
And actually, I lied to y'all serious, because Dunkel means dark in German.
Oh shit!
I wasn't gonna call you out, Rob.
Yo, hold on. Stop the press right now. What you mean?
So Vivian, you knew?
You knew? You knew?
I just looked them up.
You gotta stop protecting Rob, yo. You gotta stop protecting Rob.
What? Because even I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking that don't really sound right, so I was going to check.
She knew though and was waiting. What?
You gotta protect the master of the podcast. That's what.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
See, I corrected myself too, so therefore,
right?
Yeah, but
right.
the crazy part is that Vivian knew.
What if you didn't correct yourself? What if you did not correct yourself? Then Vivian would have been sitting on darker.
She might not have been. She might have said something later. She might have said that don't mean that means Dark.
After the show was over.
Now they order. You got them Germans ordering a dark ass burger, huh?
No, you do. You got
burger.
You got more than
cheeseburger. Y'all crazy.
That sounds a dark beer. So there we go, German. I looked it up.
You're like, damn, that nigga Dunkel.
And
he Dunkel in a motherfucker.
Dark. It ranges from color from amber to dark reddish brown. See, so it's perfectly in line.
So
that
Dunkel. It's like he's been swimming next to the sun.
That is a dark reddish brown. So they definitely on point. So shout out to Idiom and their
It's a nice. It's definitely a nice color. That is a nice color.
Wait, so if I make them, so any kind of beer can be a Dunkel.
Yeah,
depending on the color.
If it's dark, yeah. Well, that's probably why it's a dark. It's a dark bock. It's a dark box.
Yeah,
so
German. I think Dunkel only is for German beers. I don't know that for facts.
I've seen because I've seen Bach and they've had more of a goldish colors. There's some gold, like there's a Bach in I think Texas make one. Somebody in Texas makes a Bach, and they're more straw color. I said somewhere in Texas.
Texas is big. Texas is so big.
I'm what the company called though. It was I forget what it's called now because I've had it, and it's good beer. But they got a whole Bach Fest in Cincinnati as we go down this Bach rabbit hole. Yeah,
that's all right.
Look that up.
That should be interesting.
A Bach Fest.
You said in Cincinnati.
So they got light box, dark box, mid box. There's a lot of different types of box. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually going on right now. to be
oh shit!
March 1st to the 3rd.
I want to go next year. See y'all next year, maybe.
Cincinnati gonna give me some chili and give me some. Go to the Dunkel. I'm sure they had chili at the Bach Fest.
That's probably what the Bach goes with, some chili. Yeah, we figured
we are on demand learning right here. We are on demand learning.
We just gave y'all 10 minutes of beer education right there. Y'all say we don't talk about beer enough. There you go. Like, what the order you up? We have heard it. Yeah, I've heard it.
I must not be listening.
You all
we still whatever we hear, we still do the podcast the way we want. So thank you for your advice and your whatever you.
Except for the time limit, I try to cut it down. We have tried to cut it down to an hour or so, most times.
Yeah,
ish, close to an hour.
That seemed like a politician thing too. What you just did. That seems like something a politician would do too.
Because I talk with their hands, they lying.
Well, that's not true. People talk to their hands all the time. I'm not. So a lot of it, I mean, it's not stereotypical, but a lot of Italians talk with their hands. They say they be lying all the time. A lot of black people talk with their hands.
Yeah, them niggas always lying.
I do need a Yoda button. I need a Yoda.
Yes. For years we've been talking about this.
You all need your own buttons.
I don't need a button because I say things that make sense.
Lies.
Okay.
Lies.
Yeah.
Please make him a button. Like
yes, you do. You sure do. You say a lot of things.
I say a whole lot of things that make sense.
You got people gotta watch this episode. This ain't episode to listen to. You gotta be watching this one.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot of hair movements.
In the face.
Talking with the hands.
Look, now I gotta make a point to keep my hands down. I'm skipping the motherfucker like, yep.
Lying harder. The main one now.
I'll be like, put my hand down. Don't say nothing.
What's that
Dunkel Fest tomorrow?
It's a snake plant. That's the only thing I can keep alive.
Yeah.
You can't keep the cactus alive?
Huh?
You can't keep the cactus alive?
Nah, I never tried. Probably not, though.
Oh, not.
You gotta
probably
talk to him.
order
You be
that
talking
bitch.
to you. You name your snake plant. You talk to him.
Nah,
That may be a problem too. You may want to start
I
doing that.
mean, they don't talk back, so.
How
If
long
they
you had?
did,
They normally don't. They
About a
normally
year
don't.
now? Yeah,
Time for a plant. A year, that's good.
yeah. Especially since I
That's
kill every other one.
all right.
Lou,
What
I don't know
happened?
what you just said. Your lips are moving, but I couldn't hear you.
I
Could you
said a year for. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now? A year. I said a
yeah,
year holding on to the plan is pretty good. Congratulations.
yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
That's right.
All right. So everybody has something good to drink today, this morning, this evening, whenever you're
Yeah,
listening
that's
or
how far we
watching.
got.
Yeah, yeah. That's how far we got.
Hey Rob.
Typical
Hey
Banter
Rob.
fashion. Yes.
Hey Rob. Pass me another. I didn't
Yeah.
say it.
Pass me another too. I forgot. I didn't say it either. Pass me a good one of these Dunkel dark beers, these dark box.
Dark box.
uh,
Now I need to. Is Bach German? What's the word in English for Bach?
yeah, Bach is German. It
Bach
might be
is German.
just beer. It probably just mean beer. I don't know.
Dark beer.
Dark
Dark
beer.
beer. That sounds right.
And it sounds so cool.
It probably would be the most simplest thing. Yeah,
Right.
dark beer.
Dark
I don't know.
beer.
Let me see. It just says a strong dark, but what does? Because you have Weizenbox, which is a wheat box. So yeah, maybe it is just beer.
Beer. Yeah, it sounds like it. We can go with that. We're not lying when we do that today. We just making educated guesses.
Right.
Yeah, Bock is a traditional German lager with robust flavor and dark amber color. But if you add, so that don't sound right because then this, what's a Dunkelbock? Extra dark? Like what's a, what's a dark? So when
Yeah.
so if you go to Germany and you black and they say, look at that Dunkel over there, you know they talking to you.
Yeah.
They know they talking about-
That is harsh. You call me a dunkel, yo? That's fucking crazy.
What you call me?
Sheesh. You ain't call me a nigga. You ain't call me black. You just call me dark in
Dark.
German? Oh my god.
I don't know that for sure, but
God damn, look at that dirty dunkel over there. Yeah.
Dirty
man,
dark.
you're making it worse. You're making it worse. Dirty
Dirty
Dunkel.
dark.
Yeah.
One fight.
And then they might be like, I'm just talking about the beer. I'm just talking about the beer behind you.
You holding a glass of the darkest beer ever, but you think they talking about
All right. So what is going on? Congratulations to LeBron James. He hit 40,000 points last night.
Yo, yes. That's great. Y'all want to hear something stupid about that, though?
What's that?
Like, he was 8 points away. You know? We was like, oh, let's turn the game on, right? There was a couple people over. We sitting all at the table trying to watch this game. We was like, yo, he 8 points away. Turn the game on. We watching the game, right? Start talking about some dumb shit.
I already know.
Start talking about some dumb shit. And so it's like, yo, we missing it. And so we look up and we like waiting, like, yo, he 4 points away, right? Look down again, start talking about some other shit. And we look again and we like, oh, did we miss it? And we're like, nah. So we watched like 10 minutes.
Hey, yeah, I missed it.
At the bottom it said he hit his 40,000 points. And we was like, we missed it. They hadn't celebrated yet, though. They didn't do the celebration yet.
Well, because they didn't stop. They already had planned to not stop it like they did for his first record. He broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
Yeah.
They said they would not.
So they shouldn't have stopped.
They shouldn't have stopped it. They should have stopped it when he broke Kareem. But just to score, like, it's a big feat. He's the only person to ever do it. But do it after a ceremony after the game. Like, I agree with they should have kept.
I think if they would have stopped, we would have noticed it. But they didn't even stop, so it was like we missed the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And they stopped it. Then they got to stop it every time he get on the court. And now he's just breaking his own record. I got him.
Right.
Got it again.
41,000.
That's
We're
true.
gonna 41,000. Like, no, we're not stopping for this nigga no more.
That's a lot of fucking points.
Yeah, it is 21 years.
21 seasons though. Like,
he's been playing longer than all of our kids have been alive, except your oldest, Yoda.
Yeah, I'm saying
he's been playing professional basketball
almost half my life. He's been in the NBA almost half my life. I'm like, yikes, bro.
I was 1 year out of college. when he went
Yo,
to the
no
NBA.
motherfucking knees is gonna be hurt when he stopped though. He gonna
Oh
be
man,
fucked up in the game.
definitely gonna have some hip replacements, some knee replacements, even pounding.
I don't know because he $2 million go a long way. I mean, you saw what's that? Tom Brady just break his record. He just broke his 40 record.
40 record.
45.
That's crazy. His boy texted him afterwards like, if you'd have ran that time at the combine, you would have been a third round pick.
Yeah, he probably would have been. So it worked out for him. Maybe he was what was it sandbagging it. He was trying to be a great story.
Nah, when you look back, it looked like Tom was running as hard as he could back then. He was running.
Oh yeah, it was slow as molasses. It looked like he was in quicksand. I saw it. It was terrible.
That motherfucker was running for Jesus. He was literally trying to make the water into the wine.
But when you got $2 million to spend on your body every year, that's like he put that as an expense. That is.
And I think it's more than that because I don't think he's even considering he got a personal chef. Like he got a nutritionist, probably. You know what I mean? Like
I think that's part of it.
I still think it's more. I still think he's paying much more than $2 million.
Right.
Because he's still the best player on his team, and these guys weren't even born when he was drafted. Can you imagine that? Like,
yo, so is there too much? Is there too much to pay?
No.
Keeping that.
Not if you want to be great, and if you are great and want to be great, nah. He got.
And all he do is he sneezed. He sneezed and make $2 million. He's like, achoo. Oh, there it goes back. It says right back.
I made that. Kleenex just sent me $2 million because I sneezed on their tissue. You're right. Right.
Do y'all think he should retire soon? What do you all think? Should he keep going?
I think as long as he's averaging as long as he's in the mix of like a top 15 player, he's one of the greatest players of all time. He's the greatest player of our generation. He could play until he don't want to play no more, as far as I'm concerned. Like, but I don't think he'll be a bench warmer or nothing like that. I think he'll quit before that.
Yeah,
always
sure.
Starter. I think he'll always be a starter until he's done.
Yeah.
But do you think he'll go out the Kobe way, or he'll go out the Tim Duncan way, where Kobe had that award tour and he did the farewell tour?
I think
yeah, LeBron is cocky enough to want a rocket chair or some shit like that at every city he goes to. I can see him doing that. Remember how it was a long time ago, but when Dr. J retired, he did the same thing. And like 3 of the stadiums gave him old man rocking chairs. He was like 32. He was young when he retired.
That's sports old though.
Yeah, that is sports old. That's most sports old, except for like baseball. Sometimes baseball you can get up there because
to your 40s. Yeah, is LeBron the oldest person in the league now?
How old is he?
I think.
No, he's 40. He's 4 years younger. He's 4 years younger.
He turned 40 and
I'm sorry, he turns 40 this
39.
year.
He's 39.
He's 39. He turns 40 this year.
He turned 39 in December, right? Is it December?
Yes. Yeah.
So he'll be 40 in December, and 40 for 40.
Yeah, I remember being in high school and seeing him and Carmelo play in high school basketball game on ESPN, and being like, "This is crazy! They're putting high school kids." And now you turn any game you want and see some high school kids playing on TV. But back then it was like, we got to get LeBron and Carmelo. They're playing together. We're gonna make this a national event. That was a great scene. I remember that.
Yeah, that was so shout out to LeBron James doing his thing. What else is going on?
I got a topic. I want Vivian's opinion on this because Vivian is such a fan of music. What you think about this new Kanye? What all of y'all think about the new Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign album? Because we have not discussed that since it came out.
What you say, Yoda?
I said I kind of like it.
What's your percentage on a scale of 1 to 10? How much do you like it?
I give it like a smooth 8, but I like Kanye.
Oh, smooth 8. Oh,
yeah, that's big.
High.
The 8 hit hard. You say smooth.
Because separately, I like Kanye by itself, and I like Ty Dolla $ign too. Yeah. So it's like bring them two together. Yeah, I fuck with it. I like it.
Okay. All right. What you think, Vivian?
Yeah, I'm not a smooth 8. I'm more of a 6.5. However, I wasn't a Ty Dolla $ign fan until this album. because I really didn't know his music. I didn't really listen to him. I don't listen to
really?
new stuff too much.
Ty Dolla Sign makes some good songs,
Really,
yo.
He
really.
does. He does.
Yeah, I only
No,
do stuff she
Lil
listens
talks
to his
about that.
flutes.
He got on me about that. But yes, I give it a 6.5. I always enjoy Kanye's ability to his cadence, he's just so crafty with his words. And I also enjoy Ty Dolla Sign. I've just never heard him for real. So
Yo, and it's funny because Ty Dolla Sign's first song with that he came out with, I never would have thought that he would have been like a good artist.
Yeah, he was like a one-hit
What?
wonder type of first song, right?
But it
Like
was
I
a
was like,
hit.
oh,
It was a hit.
It was a hit, but it was like
but it was like a
terrible.
one-hit wonder one. Yeah, it wasn't. It's nothing like
I don't
he
know
is
if it was
now.
terrible.
what was the song?
He said a hugger booger or whatever the fuck.
It was like an attic or an escape or something. What is it? I'm paranoid. Is that? It's not that paranoid. I'm tripping one. Yeah. I forget what the song called now.
Two lovers in the club.
I think like when I started digging him, he started collabing with the females. Like, didn't he do a song like?
The song with Kalani is one of my favorite.
He did a song with Kalani.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Nicki Minaj and the other girl Megan Thee Stallion did a song. That's when it started to hit my radar. I like Ty. I think
Paranoid. Ain't it called Paranoid?
Yeah, Paranoid. Yeah.
That was his first song.
Yeah, they like.
Yeah, that was his first hit. I don't know if it was his first song.
That first hit. I used to look that up.
That was the first hit, and it was like. But I noticed that a lot of writers, like people that are good writers, when they make their own songs be like kind of like sketchy though, because I felt the same way about. What's the ball? Damn, I can't. Oh, The Dream.
The Dream. I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, he's a good writer, but like when he write for himself, like his songs be kind of like weird.
Well, that's because he gave all the good songs away. He gave all like, I got nothing left, guys. What you got? Give him some grace. He's like, yeah. Well, that's probably why he wasn't. Because I think people probably would say the thing about Carrie Hilson. I guess she had a hit or two, but she gave a lot of her hits away.
But Carrie Hilson, unlike Dream, the Dream can sing.
Right. Well, that's why she has Dream
more
has
songs
too, but
but
she also goes. But she also still goes to concerts.
Hold on, Yoda. What Dream songs don't you like? You only got like 6 of them.
Yeah, but like I don't.
Yeah, you got more than 6.
I like that's like, and that was in regular rotation.
I don't like his like. I don't like his singing, so it's like hard for me to even.
Okay, got you.
Like
I don't want to hear the word.
You know, the radio plays these songs all the time. Played this song all the times back in the day, and it's like I knew the songs, but it was like, why do we like this? Because this thing can't sing a lick.
You didn't like the falsetto, Yoda? You weren't singing that falsetto?
No, that shit was horrible.
You ain't like falsetto. Oh my god.
That shit should have been called falsetto.
Now you can.
That was it, right? That was the first one. Yeah. But he also had B.O.B., so he probably trying. Well, I should have told you right there, because when B.O.B. is a feature, they go on to be massive hits.
That is facts. What's up with B.O.B.? Why is that? Everybody.
Well, I'll take that back because Bruno Mars was the feature on B.O.B. songs. So I don't know. But B.O.B.
But that's what I think. I feel like you're saying that same thing though. Like anytime he did a collaboration, any collaboration B.O.B. did, he was bigger than the person at the time, and now the person is much like we're like, what the fuck happened to B.O.B.?
I don't know.
What did he do?
Missteps. He made something. He pissed off somebody in the Illuminati. I don't know.
I think so, man. Like I need to hear this. I need to hear his story.
Now what happened was Kid Cudi said he killed the 2 of us.
Oh,
well, that's that. Then he pissed somebody off.
Kid is still dropping albums. He's still putting out albums.
Rob, did you listen to the album? Did you have a rating for the Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign?
I think I probably fall in the same 6.5 as well. I mean, there's some songs that I enjoy more than others. Like I enjoy Problematic because that sounds like older Kanye, I guess. I mean, I don't love the beat, but Problematic in terms of flow and style. I think that is an older with some of the comedic stuff and all that stuff. I think that was so I like Problematic. I also I'm not sure why I like Carnival, but I do. I don't know why I like it. That's a terrible song. But I think I was telling Lou, because now I watch this soccer documentary. So now I understand like soccer chance. I was like, oh, soccer chance is hype. Like I wish I played soccer.
I didn't see the song. I didn't see the song. Like the soccer chant was dope, but I don't like that song.
They get crazy in soccer.
Crazy. Oh man, they do. Watching a soccer match is crazy.
And now I watch this.
Yo, is that reality show that you watch? Is it a real soccer team or is it just a sitcom type of thing? It's a reality show type thing. Okay,
it's a real soccer team.
What's the show, Rob?
Welcome to Wrexham. It's on Hulu. It's Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney bought a soccer team.
They did.
And England, well, Wales, because it's not the same. They say
it's not the same.
Wales is not the same place. In the United Kingdom, I should say. But yeah, it's actually an interesting show in terms of how the system works. They they're not the bottom of the leagues, but they are pretty low. So their whole thing is
they're definitely not in Premier.
No, they're two levels below Premier. Ooh. And so right now they were at a level where they got to pay out of pocket. So once you get, like Robin, the owners have to pay out of pocket for the players and stuff. Once you get to another league, then you get the pool of monies. So they're trying to get out of this one league because they say it's not sustainable for anybody to stay in this league ever. And they've been there for like 14 years or something like that. It's like one of the hardest leagues to get out. But so I don't know. I haven't finished this second season. It's on season 2. The first season, obviously, they did not get out. Spoiler alert.
I enjoy how soccer does that regulation and promotion and stuff like that. Like that's really cool to see. You got like 20 different leagues and you got to work your way up to get to the best league. And then you have to maintain your status. And every year that team in the Premier League gets kicked out. Like if you're the last place, you're not going to be back. And you got to work your way up all over again. So to maintain it and to be in the Premier League for as long as those teams that have been is a really big accomplishment to show how good they are. But like Rob said, once you get to a certain level, it is. You get so much more benefits. Like once you get to level 2 and then Premier, you get so many more benefits that you don't get down to level 3. So it's so fucking hard to get to level 2 or level 1. But I still like I wish basketball would do it like here. I wish the NBA.
Regulated.
Some teams, like we only need 20 teams in the top league. We only need 20 of them. True. Those other 12, what they doing? They just there. Their owners are just making money through the I forget what it's called. Where everybody.
I guess they kind of have it, right? I guess they kind of have it because you got the D League, or was it G League or the D League? I don't know what it's called now.
They don't get to move up. That's the minor leagues. That's the minor leagues for baseball.
Oh, the players move up, but not the actual team. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But it's actually
we don't need the Charlotte. Do we need the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA? Shouldn't they have to work to be into the NBA?
Michael Jordan would say yes because at one point they were a legitimate franchise.
He don't even own the team no more. He don't even own the team no more. And
that's true.
As an owner, Michael Jordan was a terrible owner. He'll tell you that. And his team deserved to be regulated. He was
tell him how you feel, Lou.
He was a bottom 20 team. The only reason we respect Michael Jordan as an owner is because he was black. That's it. He was a terrible
I don't know if did we respect him as an owner because he was terrible.
Maybe we did. Maybe we did. Maybe we did.
It was terrible.
Be right.
Plus, nobody. When you think of Michael Jordan, you don't ever think of him as an owner anyway. Like
you think of Jordans in basketball. You don't think of the Bobcats or the Hornets. No.
But at one point, the Hornets were a legitimate franchise,
and I agree. And they should have been. They should have been back then with Grandmama and Alonzo Mourning. They're in the Premier. But right now, they slumped.
How'd they fall so far? Now I think about it.
Because remember, Chris Paul had them in the fucking finals, in the Western Conference Finals.
Well, that's probably what happened. They went to
that was the New Orleans Hornets. That wasn't.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. They left, and I think they've been. And when they came back, they've been cursed, I guess, because they should have never left.
Right,
Charlotte. Yeah. To begin with, is there Hornets in Charlotte? Is that why it's called Charlotte Hornets?
I don't
there
know
a lot of
why they
Hornets
I
in
don't
call
never
Charlotte?
know why none of the teams is called what they call, to be
it.
honest.
Well,
Like
some of
why
them
the Chicago
are
Bulls?
factual.
Why the Chicago Bulls call them? Why they the Bulls?
There's a historical note to it. I just
Is
don't
that
remember.
later?
Go ahead, Rob. Where's your?
Well, it's
I know
like
why
it's like
I know why
anything,
the Sixers. Everybody know why the Sixers are called the Sixers, right?
right? And the Lakers as well.
I know the Lakers. Yeah, I understand the Lakers. I understand the Pistons. The Sixers because of Philadelphia in 1776. They're the Philadelphia 1776ers. That's their name.
Right.
So they
They
call them
originally
that.
were the Philadelphia Warriors, but now they're in Golden State.
Warriors. Yeah.
So Golden
Which
State
I don't
is
understand why they were the Philadelphia Warriors. I don't understand why that name was Philadelphia Warriors.
because they like to fight.
Who
They like to fight in Philly.
that's hate. That was hate right there. That was
They
hate
should
in
have
your
been
heart
the
right there.
Philadelphia Killers game.
Should have been a Philadelphia hit and run. Philadelphia hit and run. Because them motherfuckers, I don't like go across the streets in Philly. I'd be like,
The Philadelphia hit and run.
it's not funny, but I'd be scared to walk
Yeah.
across the street
Yeah.
for sure.
That's hilarious.
But you
That's
know what
hilarious.
I always wonder is it just because we hear about the hit and runs because we're in the area? Or
Maybe.
does all cities have hit and runs like that? But them shits be like every day it's like 5 hit and runs.
Possibly. They possibly could.
I mean, it is a
you always
lot
get
more
the local
people in that
news.
city. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot more people in the city, but I feel like we get our local news too, and it don't be as even in comparison. Like even though we're a smaller percentage than they are, like they're 6 a day, maybe we should get like a half a day, and we're not getting a half a day. Those motherfuckers is just smacking people with their front of their cars like left and right.
The last one I heard, they got out, looked at the motherfucker, and got back in the car.
Right.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah. I
This
saw
ain't
that. I
enough
was
time
like,
for me to
Jesus.
stop them out of here.
Oh, I think that's
like,
let me get out of here. Like, what?
Like, I had two thoughts. I was thought either he meant to hit him and had to make sure that they got him. Like, okay, got him, and drove off. I think that was
Maybe.
because I think because I'm like, who gets out the car and then leave? If you hit him already, keep going. If you're gonna go, yeah. Well, yeah. He just wants to call
If you get out the
911.
car, call 911. Help.
But if
What
you
are
thought
you known for out there in Delaware?
Not hit and runs.
I don't know. We at one point they were going to name a show, but it got canceled. I think Jada Pinkett was
yeah, it was like Murder Capital or some shit.
It was like Murderville or something like that.
Murder Town, USA.
Murder Town, USA. But we've actually gotten better. We've gotten better in the last.
There was about to be a show from Delaware called Murder Town, USA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of murders out in Delaware.
Oh, it was at the time.
Per capita.
Yeah, per capita.
Per capita,
Oh,
yes.
per
Capita.
Okay.
Yeah, it
But,
was
So
crazy.
they protested.
I'm glad that did not get canceled. That didn't happen. I don't need that to be the first show y'all know
Okay.
about Delaware.
Well, what else is there? If I'm coming to Delaware, you all are like, yo, you have to go here. You got to do this. You got to eat this.
Yeah, we got Delaware beaches. We're known for beaches.
Beaches.
If you eat something, it's a cheesesteak. I don't give a fuck what Philly say. We know for cheesesteaks.
Really?
That's a word. That's a word right there. Delaware make better cheesesteaks than Philadelphia.
There's some stops on the Underground Railroad. There's some stops on the Underground Railroad that goes from pretty much the bottom of Delaware to the top.
Okay.
We're the first state, so historical purposes. Yeah, the first state you've been there. What else we got?
All right. I heard beaches and.
Man, listen, we have a close proximity to a lot of stuff. We have great beaches.
That's true.
And we have no sales tax on anything you buy.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are the and like I said, I think our food is good. I think some people here make some really, really, really good food. You just gotta find it. And yeah, it's just close. It's so close to it's so close to everything. We're a day trip from as far as North Carolina all the way far north as West New York. So
it's so funny though. It's hard for me to tell you like what Delaware is known for because we don't, as people that live here, don't give a fuck about it. So
yeah, I just go get a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. You be like, oh, let's go get. I'm like, oh, it's just another day.
Like our
there go our visit Delaware.
Nah, but it's funny, like because our
ain't
mall
nobody
is a
call
big
me
deal to
that.
people.
Yeah.
Like our mall, the biggest mall that we have here is like a big deal for some people. They come like from all over to go to this mall, but like,
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
We be
it's
at the
because
mall.
it's one of the
At the mall,
most.
our
It's
mall.
that mall is actually one of the most. That area makes some of the most money in the East Coast, like that. So it is a big deal because one, tax free, plus they have some of the stores that you would expect at bigger malls. You got the Lululemons, the Black and Whites, the
It's and in that shopping area there's nothing that you don't need except
Right.
Like the only thing they don't have is like a grocery store in there. But
they got Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's there.
Oh,
Trader
and
Joe's
they
down
got
there.
and Target. And Target's in there too.
And
Target got a little
Target,
grocery. Yep. So never mind. They got every fucking thing you want.
Yeah.
You got go nowhere.
So people like, Delaware got everything we got. What fucker need to go there for? They're like, I don't need to go to Delaware. Delaware sounds terrible.
I think the worst concept is like people don't think that we live here. Like people don't think that black people live everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you really don't think being from Delaware, when I hear that question is so weird. I'm like, black people live all around the country. Like I know it's black people in Wyoming, even though ain't nobody from Wyoming I know is black. I know it's black people in Wyoming. Like why wouldn't you expect that? When people say that, it offends me. Like shut the fuck up, get out of my face. Like we can't talk like that. Black people ain't even like I'm from Delaware and I'm black. You see them two niggas next to me? They from Delaware too. Look, they are niggas.
I'm a black man. I'm a black man.
As a person who has never even met a person from Delaware until you all, I would think the same thing. When I think of Delaware, I think of Utah. I think of places that have very small population. I've never been to Delaware.
We like 30 minutes from Philly.
I've never been there. I've never met anybody from there.
We like 30 minutes from Philly. You gotta trickle out.
Right. If anything, correlate those two. Like,
yo,
everyone on the East Coast is the most populated.
We're in the green room.
We're 30
Utah?
minutes.
That's crazy.
Hold on. We're 30 minutes south of Philly, and we're 60 minutes north of Baltimore. They're the two blackest places in the country.
You're right.
Tell me you don't think no black
outside of Atlanta, yes.
You were correct.
I said two of. I didn't mention them.
And DC, and technically DC is the city at one time.
People gotta drive through. You gotta come through.
And New York is there. And New York is the multicultural joint. So you got a whole lot of folks that will live and work in who live in Delaware and work in DC. I mean New York and DC actually. So there's a lot of black folk in there.
So when you go home, when you get off this podcast tonight, you tell all them friends out that Midwest, niggas out here, man.
There's black folks out here.
Them too.
Yeah,
there's some niggas. There's some niggas there.
What's the percentage?
What niggas or black folks?
Black.
I think it's like 8% black people, and then maybe like 6% niggas, something like that.
Except for the city. The city of Wilmington has probably the highest.
And also too, like we're kind of divided. So it's like we have only 3 counties in our state, and the northern county is the more city county, and then the lower 2 counties are more farming counties. So there's black people all up and down all 3 of the counties, but it's more city in Wilmington and Newark and Newcastle versus Seaford and Milford. They're more farming and beach towns. Am I right by that, guys? Do you agree with that?
I mean, I could, yeah.
But I think we
are 23%. We are 23% black. There you go. According to the census.
What's your state? What's your state, Vivian? How many black people in your state?
I'm in Illinois, so Illinois is also home of Chicago. So
that don't count though. We gotta take Chicago out.
So what you telling us is a lot of niggers.
Yeah, and I'm actually have you heard of East St. Louis? Is where I was raised. In East St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got, and that's according to the census.
Sounds dark. Sounds dunk.
And that's according to the census. And black folks be ducking the census. We duck anybody who knock on the door.
So we maybe like 27%.
Right. That's true. Why y'all need to know how many people live in my house?
I answered my door, didn't I?
Right.
You see me.
It's just
That's
one.
all you
Me.
need. Do you have
Who
any
you
kids?
looking
Fuck my
No.
EBT.
That's terrible. That's a terrible conversation.
They were like, "Sisters, my ass, y'all trying to fuck with my EBT? I know what y'all doing."
That is true, because people do not like the census, even though it's actually is important to do the census, because that's where they determine where the money goes. So when you're looking at your district, that's because you probably didn't fill out your census. And you're like, damn, I need some money, because they don't know you're there.
We don't trust it. We don't trust the government.
Oh yeah, I get it. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Because you always
It's tough. It's tough to trust them.
Yeah, I get it.
What's the percentage of whites in here though? Like 67%.
Yeah, we like 60 something, but that's like anywhere.
Yeah,
it is.
Nah, it shouldn't be that many whites in here.
68%.
68% whites.
Close. I feel like we should have more Hispanics.
No, we only got 10% Hispanic. Well,
I get that. That's not true, but I know why.
Why?
It says 10%, but sometimes they mix because it says white alone, and then they say white alone, non-Hispanic or Latino. So maybe that 68% is also including Hispanic at one point. I'm not sure. That's how they break it down. The one says
so Hispanics is fighting for whites too now?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really? Damn, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to segregate the hell out of
those. Very
we got a lot of females too. We got 50% of the population is female.
Wow,
that's half.
And
50%,
51%. So it's more than half.
That's nice.
Hey ladies, how y'all doing out there?
Damn, we got a dying population because only 5.3% is under the age of 5. So we got a lot of young folks. So
we're not making no babies out here. We're not making no babies.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it? You think it's because
get to work, boy?
No, bro. No.
But
you
20%.
You actually are a family man. Get to work. You got a
20% is under 18 though. 20% is under
okay.
18, so they could knock them out. But we have become
call on them, Yoda.
Yeah. But we have become a destination. I think we're in like in the top 5 in retirement states because of no taxes, as well as the beaches, because there's a lot of beach folks a lot of older folks that are commuting that don't want to go to Florida because of it's Florida. And then so they it's Florida.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, because of their Surgeon General. My man is out of control. Yeah, he let the measles run wild. He's like, "Oh, y'all good? Take it out." It's just a little. Florida is crazy.
Phew. Okay. Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
It's Women's History Month, right? So, speaking of the Florida governor, just everybody in politics in Florida almost. What do you all think about just what's happening with women and women's rights and all of that? Do you all have strong beliefs? Do you all, whatever? Like, how do you all feel?
I mean, women should have the same rights as anybody else. So
I feel women should have the same rights, but then on the other hand, I feel that strongly. But a lot of this, because most of the time, women are the strongest voting bloc. So they vote for some of these cats.
Right. That's true.
Phew.
So it's like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all don't like these. Maybe y'all don't like these rights. I don't know.
That'd be weird. That's weird, right? Like that is a weird thing. Like men police women's bodies, but women have the right to vote them out.
So weird.
The biggest population of our voting. They vote more than men do.
Right.
And it's like you're voting.
Do you like it?
You don't want like I don't like this abortion thing. So like, okay, abortion is illegal as a federal thing now, right? But if your daddy raped you, you're gonna have that baby. That doesn't make any sense. If your brother rapes you, you get to have that. If you're 16 and a 40-year-old man takes advantage of you, you have to have that baby. It's so weird and it's racist. It's racist in its liking. because the majority of people that get abortions are white women, and white men need more white babies.
Right.
So in
That's why
order
they
to
do
have
it.
more white babies, abortion has to be illegal. They
Right.
always make it seem like black and brown people are the ones always at the abortion clinics. And yes, we get abortions too, but we're not the majority. It's
Right.
white people. And white supremacy is taking abortion out because they want more white babies. Because I guess it's like
They
20,
see them
30 years from
demographics
now,
because yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be a minority if they don't do
yeah,
this. But if
yeah.
they do this, if it works and they can get every state to latch on, and abortion is illegal, it won't change. They won't become the minority. The white people
Right.
they'll still be having more and more babies than us because they're 68% of the population. And a lot of with the interracial mixing and people dating outside of their race, that's messing up white people too. Because anytime a white person gets with somebody outside of their race, that person that they give birth to is now a black person or a person of Indian descent or a person of Spanish
Right.
descent. They're no longer white. So these white people are being erased. So abortion cannot be erased or has to be erased. Excuse me.
Right.
That's not. I'm off.
That's actually. I never thought about that, but that is probably what
No,
this is all about.
That's definitely it.
Yeah, and that is yeah, because they will be. I think it's less than 20, 30 years. I think it's like 20.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's like 2030. I think they said they will be 2034 or something like that.
Keeping
I
up.
like that.
But that's
I'm gonna be
so
walking
that's
around
another
this bitch.
reason.
Get off my lawn.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine 100 years from now where the black people is racist to the white people?
But
crossing,
I think
our great grandkids is crossing the street because this white dude is walking all fast towards us. Like, oh my god, lock my door.
But see that but now that you put it like that, that is also why they have the fear of that what's going on at the border too, because Latinos were already expected to be the top
Right.
in population, and now it's like,
Yep.
damn, you're just actually getting quicker. It's happening way too
Right.
fast.
Yeah.
You got all
And
these
just
folks-
take this. If you ask a white supremacist American what's the number one language, he'll say English. That's fucking false. It's Spanish. It's always
Right.
been Spanish. It's
It's
always been
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to distinguish Spanish from schools. They've been trying to just like if it ain't for Duolingo and those apps, like people ain't really speaking Spanish. They try to put French on my son. I'm like, French? He's like, yeah, Dad, they want me to take French. Nigga, you are taking Spanish or English. That is it. I ain't taking no French. Like, what are you? Unless you want to go to France, unless you want to do something
Yeah.
Frenchy. No, like, what are you doing?
It's so freaky.
That was crazy though. Like, it shouldn't even.
Yoda.
It should be an option. I'm trying to be serious, and y'all looking at the joke. Stop finding the joke.
He might want- You said it. You said Frenchy. You should have known when it came out your
I didn't
mouth.
think it was. I didn't think it was. I'm talking. When the words come in, they just come right out. If y'all like it as a joke, I didn't know. But yeah, that's how I feel about that.
That's a good question, though.
He can go to the United Nations, but we were going to the. So I think a lot of this does happen to about women's rights. I think a lot of it has to do with, and actually it's not even all women. It's white women. White women are the because even with the how Hillary Clinton didn't get in the office was because
Come
it was
on,
like,
man.
these
She looks just like
these
you.
emails is crazy, yo.
Say it louder. Say it louder for the people in the back. Say it louder.
All right, it was like, yo.
We fight so hard for representation. When a black man or black boy is on TV, we are so proud to see that black boy as black men. I'm sure, Vivian, you feel the same when you see a black woman doing something you wouldn't normally think that she would do. So this white woman trying to be president. When you think like white women would just be like, yo, my daughter could be the president if Hillary is, and they were like, emails. Fucking emails.
Right. But I think a lot of majority of white women, they probably won't admit it in public, but they like the power structure as it is now.
Yeah, right.
So they're on the pedestal. They're always on the pedestal.
Right.
White women on the pedestal because of this shit.
Right. So
all
when they say,
all I gotta do is make a peanut butter and ham and cheese sandwich for them, and they gonna put me on the pedestal. Look, I'll make a ham and cheese sandwich for a nigga if you gonna put me on the pedestal for doing shit.
Right, because a lot of people went there probably said they were probably like, yeah, we're so proud of Hillary running, and then they went into that booth and said Trump. They went right in there and said
That.
Whatever I say to your face is nothing that I'm saying behind that curtain.
Right.
That curtain
That's why
that
people.
curtain
That's why
between me and
people.
God.
That's why they were surprised. Even Trump, he was like, "Oh shit!" The poll said I was going to lose, but because
He was.
when he walked out there, he was like, "Oh shit, I won! Oh my goodness!" I still remember
You
when he
all watch
walked out
the
there.
I
VMAs
can't
too?
believe it.
Any of you watch the VMAs too?
My wife does, so I catch bits
I
and
know what
pieces.
it's
I saw
about,
the
but
original,
I never watched it.
and I
Me
saw
either.
the
I
act.
ain't
I saw the
watching it.
original movie. I saw the original movie, so it is with the burning of books and stuff like that. It does feel like it's
It
handmade,
feels
tailored
handmade-ish.
coming. Yeah, it does. Like I need to hit my joint to Zanzibar or go to Canada. I need to
Yo,
move out.
sidebar, man. Khalees makes Zanzibar look like a place I want to be.
Oh yeah. Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, of course
Looks
it is.
amazing. I can't wait to go to Zanzibar, man.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you,
me
do
too.
you have Khalees money?
Huh?
Do you
Now, I
have
don't want
Khalees
Khalees.
money?
No, I do not. But listen. Khalees and Zanzibar is a good combination. I appreciate that.
But there was a gentleman who was actually selling properties or something over there. Like at one point he was building whole communities. He's from the US, I think, but he was building
Okay.
communities that you can retire at, I guess, in Zanzibar. I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah, I like
It
that.
is Zanzibar, Tanzania, all that area. I could rock with him. It's you don't hear too much about that. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people going back there. I think there was I know a lot of folks from is it Ghana? I think there were a lot of they were trying to get people to come back to Africa now. Like, hey, won't y'all come on back? Check us out. And there has been a decent migration. I don't think it's, but the funny thing is a lot of Africans are still coming here. So it's like,
yeah,
while we
they're
leaving,
bouncing out.
y'all come. Well, maybe we should stay.
I still think and I don't know this for a fact, but I still think there's a lot of propaganda that goes on in Africa about America that makes that makes Africans think that this is a desirable place, more desirable than their place. And then us being American, seeing it and knowing about where we or thinking we know where we came from, we always want to be back to our home roots where they grew up there. They're like, well, I'm getting out of here.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But I think the opportunities are great regardless of where you go if your governmental system is looking out for you in your best interest. And I feel like
Right.
I don't know how African countries are working, but it seems like the bigger ones, the more profitable ones, are doing pretty good and seem like the Africans want to stay.
Yeah, when you see a lot of things, you be like, oh snap, that country, that city looks amazing. Like, and when I see like people who be there, like, oh snap, that looks dope. Like even like what was I watching? I was watching a show. I think it was like it's not an African country, but Lebanon. I was like, oh, Lebanon looks amazing. Like I look like I need to go there. Or when you hear growing up in the 80s, all you hear and think about diamonds and shooting. Like I was like, oh,
that's true. That's true.
so I did the same thing about Ireland too, because it was like a car bomb every day in Ireland at one point. So I was like, I never want to go there, but now I want to go. Back in the 80s, it was like car bomb because it was like the National Ireland Republic against whatever. It was crazy in the 80s. It might be still there too, but you don't hear as much about it nowadays. So maybe it has relaxed and they've gotten together. But yeah, I mean, what were you gonna say?
When are you going to Ireland? Just to back it up, when are you planning this Ireland?
I don't know. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. We were looking at it there as one of our next big trips. Not because we went to Italy 2 years ago, so maybe Ireland will be our next. The Irish.
So what you are out of the country every 2 to 3 years type of guy, right?
That's the goal. That's the goal to go. Well, the big, because we're going to Mexico this year, so the big trip over the Atlantic,
over the
Atlantic,
got you. on new continents, when we go to new continents. That's 2 to 3 years. Got you.
Yeah, I was going to talk about. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
Nope,
no,
I
was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was going. What you call it? That was it. Go for it.
We were talking about Africans and coming to the U.S. and all that. And from my experience, I work at a university, and before that, I just have been in interactions with Africans. And I was just at a workshop, and they were talking about immigrants coming over to the U.S. for college, and how they're not equipped for the level of racism that is here, because they too are racist. They come over here. These are all types of people from India, from Africa. They too are racist against Black people. And they come over here and don't realize that they are also going to experience racism.
Right.
Which is what we know, which is why we are also thinking about leaving. They don't know that hard fact of life, that they're coming over. They're going to be racist. That they're going to be a racist, and they're going to be people who are racist against them.
Right.
Yeah, that is true. That's why a lot of people, when people like, yo, like, why you're not standing up for it? Why Black people like, we already know, but y'all ain't wanna y'all try to play us.
Yep.
I didn't realize that. Like you said, because of the propaganda, when they come over here, they're like, Black people, ew, they're not even real Africans.
Crazy. But they also take the Black culture, though.
The white people look at them, and the white people look at them like, that's just another nigga.
Right.
And they're like, no, I'm African. They're like, no, you're a dunkel. Get the fuck out of here. Oh,
you triple dunkel.
That is true. I never even, man, that's crazy. But also, I don't understand. I never understood, like, when, like, you hear people come over and it's like, oh, what did you do before you came here? Oh, I was head of surgery. What do you do now?
Yeah,
I drive taxi.
Why?
Excuse me.
It makes me think. Does a doctor in the African country only get $15,000 a year?
Right. Yep. That's what I always
because what? And why can't I take the bar to be a doctor in America? What classes do I got to take to be equivalent of, like, if I'm a doctor in Switzerland, ain't I a doctor in America? Ain't I a doctor in Nigeria? I'm a doctor everywhere, right? But I guess not.
You would think.
You would think.
Or you would think it, like, I know if I'm an insurance salesman in Delaware and I want to go to Illinois to be an insurance salesman, I got to take a test. And then I'm an insurance salesman in Delaware and in Illinois. Why can't they just take a test? Why is he a cab driver?
Because it's probably something completely different.
You think they had to go to school all over again?
Shit, maybe. I don't
they
know.
do have to take tests. There's a testing process, but it's not as easy as transferring, like, in states like what you were saying.
Wow, I feel like it should be, though. Like,
it should be.
If I know how to use a scalpel, I know all the bones, I know the muscles.
The human body. It's not different.
But
I wonder. It ain't changed when I took this trip.
I wonder if the equipment and stuff is different in Africa than it would be in
the
America.
Regulations, all of that.
Like, maybe they don't have access to certain things that we got here that they would have to use
and
here.
And vice versa.
Yeah. Well, it's not even just Africa. It's like it's not even just Africa. It's like the Middle East, like in Pakistan.
Now, if that European doctor can come to America and be a doctor right away, system fucked up. If he need to be working in a cab too, he need to be driving the cab too. If he's not driving the cab and he at the hospital, I got some issues.
I think they go get that. I think they actually go in the I think they go get that Swiss doctor. Oh, the Swiss doctor is coming to do the surgery. So I think they actually go get him to do the surgery in America.
So that's nuts. That's nuts what you're saying.
Why didn't you say Swiss doctor's coming to do the surgery?
Is that his Swiss talk?
That's my Swiss. That's my Swiss. That's my Swiss. I don't know how Swiss people actually talk in the English, broken English. I don't know how Swiss.
I got you.
Sounds a lot like Nigerian
to me. I would film my Saturday Night Live audition. I would be like Kevin Hart. They all sound the same, brother. Yeah, that's all I got.
I got one accent for every nationality.
One love. I told Bob Marley in there too, just to make it bring it all together. we all the same. It's all the same. That's what it is.
That's funny. That's funny.
No, it's not.
Vivian, I have a question for you. I just noticed this. What kind of chalice is that you're drinking out of today?
So, my friend gifted me this some years ago, and it says oh, I'll drink to that and that and that because
I like that. That is big.
I only bring it out for special occasions. And as I was
Oh.
the first co-host for the Banter podcast, I'll drink to that.
There you go.
And that.
And that.
And that.
It sounds like you got an alcohol problem because you just drinking everything. That. Oh, that too. I'm drinking that.
Yeah, drink to that.
You told me to go fuck myself, sure.
I'll drink to that.
What was the guy name in our trivia? The Calhoun guy? Tubbs? Calhoun Tubbs. She's a drinking Calhoun Tubbs guy. He got a song for all that? She'll drink it all. Drink to that.
I got to look him up. Calhoun Tubbs.
You like to hear it go?
Yeah, you like to hear it go.
I like to drink hear it go.
Tell me about your real quick before. I know we are overtime, Rob, and I know Rob is the keeper of time and podcast everything. I'm so sorry, but please tell me about who all. What was it? Who all gonna be there?
Who gonna be there?
It was a great experience.
Yeah, it was definitely nice.
And we got some good feedback on it.
Okay.
It was black as hell, so it was lit.
It was black as hell, and there was still more than half of the people that participated were white.
White.
So that was good. That was really good.
A white man won the Black History Month segment.
You ain't have to say that part. You could have kept that to yourself.
Yeah, I want every black person to know a white guy.
and as
he's a history teacher.
That's what I'm gonna say, Rob. We got like Yoda trying to make it seem like this dude just came out of nowhere. He's a history teacher that actually promotes Black history. Like he said that he only gets 1 month to do Black history, but he says F that, and he does it from January through March. So
that's legit.
Congrats to him.
He was a white guy, people. We got to do better.
The black person that got second in the only lost by 2 points as well. So it wasn't.
And it could be.
Okay.
And he might have just been quicker on the button because sometimes you try to get the questions early.
That's how we.
You know why? You know why he was quicker on the button? Huh? Because he knew the answer. He knew the answer immediately.
Oh, okay.
SMH.
No. I'm SMHing you. I'm SMHing you.
SMH that you black folks.
I'm not SMH. I'm not SMHing that white man. I'm not SMHing the black folks. I'm SMHing you. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare the people?
No question was hard.
Yeah, some of them were hard. They were hard.
I don't have them answers either.
Yeah, man, I only knew like 6 of them. I only knew about 6 of them. But yeah, Vivian, it was a really good experience. Like Yoda said, and Ross said, we got some good feedback. We can we in the works to do another one, hopefully soon. But
the people want it every week.
Yeah, that's why I said hopefully soon.
Yeah,
we want to keep the momentum.
How my schedule work? I can't.
Congratulations, Banter. That's cool.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
How's yours been going?
Yeah, it's going. My first one was Martin, and I have a 90s coming up next Friday. 90s R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all want
to smash that?
Y'all want a question?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I would smash that. Yeah, I would.
So you gonna smash that?
Yeah, I get it wrong.
Whoever listens to the podcast on over their ears, please do the visual. Do your favorite watch this.
Okay, this is an easy one. Name the 4 members of Escape. It's easy.
Why is that easy?
This is
Tasha, Tiny, Candy, and the other chick, that other sister girl. What's her name?
Tasha, Candy, Tiny.
I don't even know which one is Tasha. Who's the one?
One with the round face is Tasha.
Okay, so
the one that did all the singing.
The thicker one.
Lataka.
No, that's
Lataka.
Tamika.
That's Lataka. Not. It's like Lataka. It's not Tamika.
It's Latasha. Rob. It's
Latasha.
Right.
Oh, that's how you say that.
But
So
one of them name ain't Tamika.
Is
It might
Tasha
be
and
Tamika.
Latasha?
No,
So
the sisters are sisters.
Yeah, the
type
sisters is
similar name.
Tamika, Tasha, and then you got Tiny and you got Candy.
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. Come on, Yoda. Yoda got it. However,
I still don't know who I'm missing.
Tiny is Tamika.
Okay,
It's Tamika.
that's what's messing me up because I know
Right,
Tiny's
right,
name is
right.
Tamika, but I didn't know the other girl's name was Tamika too.
Yeah, but she ain't
Okay,
go by
okay.
Tamika. She ain't go by Tamika in the group, so we can't count that. That don't count. You
What
put
does she go
you put
by?
that on the quiz. I'm protesting. She went by Tiny.
No,
You put that.
I'm talking about the thick girl went by Tamika though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not
No,
the thick,
the
it's
thick
the sister.
one was
The
Latasha.
sister. Natasha was the thicker girl. Yes.
Tamika the thickest one now, though.
Tamika
Yes,
is the thicker one. Tamika is the thicker one. Tasha is just the gospel lady, the heavier set gospel one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay,
Oh, you mean
that's how you
thicker
wanna
like
The
okay,
curvy, not thick like
Yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah.
No, they both got curves. No,
nah, not really.
I don't know. I don't know. See it like that.
Latasha's a beautiful woman, but curves compared to her sister, no sir.
Yeah. Tamika
Okay.
had some work done, though. That ass is fake.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I thought she had some. I thought she had the bizzle.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more.
The
Are y'all ready?
The bizzle.
Yeah.
The bizzle, yo, you and your
That
Snoop Dogg are not good.
BBL.
I need him and Snoop to meet. I want you to meet Snoop one time. Yo. I just need y'all to have a conversation. I would love
That girl
that,
got
man.
the bizzle for shit.
She got that bizzle for shizzle.
Okay, all right.
These worldwide whistles.
Let's go.
Do you all remember Black song "Bring It All to Me"? Oh baby, bring it all to me.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There was a guy group singing in that song with them. Who was the guy group? You ain't never gonna get it because when I saw it, I was like, "This is some bull crap."
112. 112.
Subway.
Oh no, Jagged Edge.
Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Nope.
Hold on. Let me think.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I remember the song. I remember the video.
Is this a male
Pull
group?
it up, Rob. Pull it up and play it, Rob.
Blackberry Molasses. The Blackberry Molasses group.
No.
Bobby Valentino in there.
Is this a group that actually had some songs out that was singing in the background?
Yes. In the background, they had some songs out. Yes.
Intro. Envy. It's Envy. INV. Remember them?
Yeah, but no, they
I remember them, but no.
It's not them? Okay.
Nope, it ain't them.
I like Subway. It's Subway.
It ain't Subway. There
High
you
five.
If you look it up, you don't know the answer.
Fine as can be in my fancy car. You know the song?
Next.
We know the song
from Next.
What's the Candy Rain guys? So for real.
So for real. It's definitely not them. I think we named every group in the 90s except the group.
Because y'all in the wrong genre. How about that? That little tidbits. How about that little tidbits? You're in the wrong genre.
So it had to be
Outkast.
Lip Biscuit.
Nope. I'm thinking about either Backstreet Boys or NSYNC.
Oh, NSYNC.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, that's not a song. That's the same genre, right? That's kind of.
I would have guessed 98 Degrees before NSYNC though.
You have to listen to their verse.
Yeah, 98 Degrees
before NSYNC became NSYNC.
Their verse talks about a thug appeal. Just you have to listen to it. Bye, Yoda.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that video.
I can't believe it either. Yes.
What made you pick that question for the contest?
Because I couldn't believe it. When I looked it up, I couldn't believe it.
I mean, but I'm saying like, what's the impetus of you developing that particular question?
Oh shit! And it actually said it now on the thing. It does say NSYNC featuring NSYNC on the iTunes now.
Because I went through all the '90s R&B and I saved everything in Spotify in a playlist, and that was one of the songs. And so one of the things that I do when I'm creating my trivia, I go through all the songs and I listen to them.
This was the R. Kelly group, right? Wasn't that Boom Like an 808 ladies? Was that R. Kelly or was that Left Eye?
I feel like it was Left Eye.
Black was
Left
Eye.
Left Eye. Yeah. But that was Boom Like an 808 lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah. R. Kelly was just young girls.
Changing
No.
faces. No, changing faces. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Young girl. I got kids. I didn't do it, man. This is real life. Yeah. Have y'all followed the young girls who do that? They're all these internet joints. It'd be crazy. Like they be saying word for word what these folks be saying.
Send it to me.
Oh, he actually did leave. He
Yeah.
had technical difficulties booting him out. He said, "Bye, guys."
Yo, he was talking so much trash about computers earlier. They do not fuck with him. Can't believe. And you know what? The more and more I hear it, I do hear Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
NJC.
Could have been
I do hear NSYNC in there.
Yeah.
It could have been 98 Degrees too. Anybody could have been.
99 was a wild year. 99 was a crazy year.
Yeah, boy bands coming back. Yeah, that was a
You got one more?
Good luck next Friday. Yeah, you gonna give us one? We're gonna take all our questions.
I was trying to stop because time and all that.
No, okay. I got one more. If you got one more, I got one more. Yeah, we already.
Okay, all right. I got one more.
This is fun. Anytime you come on, you can give us trivia questions. This is good.
Okay. Let's see a good one.
Give us one of those ones we won't know again. I like that.
I didn't like that shit.
Okay. This is a multiple choice. So this says pick the R&B song that was not on the 90s movie New Jack City soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was not.
Okay.
On the soundtrack.
Okay.
So we have Christopher Williams, I'm Dreaming.
Oh, that's a good song.
Color Me Bad, I Wanna Sex You Up.
That's a good song too.
Keith Sweat, There You Go Telling Me No Again. PM Dawn, I Die Without You.
Who's gonna answer first? I got the answer.
I got the answer.
I'm gonna say I want to sex you up because that seems like the most obvious one. I don't know if that's true.
Nah, that's on it. That was on it. I want to sex you up.
What is it?
Yo, PM Dawn. PM Dawn wasn't on that soundtrack.
No, it was C.
No,
it was
PM Dawn.
Keith Sweat. I go C, he go D.
Yeah, let's.
Yoda got it. PM Dawn.
Good job.
PM Dawn was on the Boomerang soundtrack. That was on the Boomerang soundtrack, right?
I thought it was.
What soundtrack was it on?
Boomerang,
what 90s movie soundtrack was I Die Without You on?
Die Without You.
It wasn't on Boomerang? It wasn't on Boomerang?
Yep.
Yeah. But see, sometimes when I hear a lot of questions
back in the day,
like I knew Color Me Bad because I mean that was the
let me tell you the crazy part is that I knew every part when she was saying the songs. I could tell you every part that those songs were played on in the movie.
On the movie, yeah. I couldn't remember the
I know the trick question.
I couldn't remember the Keith Sweat scene. The Keith Sweat scene was confusing me. I didn't know what I was.
Sweat was singing at the wedding.
Fuck, man. God damn you.
You better tell him, Yoda. You better tell him, Yoda.
Like I could hear, I know when all those songs were playing, but I thought it was a trick question. Like it could have been in the movie, but not on the soundtrack. So I was thinking, maybe it wasn't. I overthought it.
To be honest, man, I haven't seen New Jack City in so long. I remember more of the Martin scene than I do of New Jack City.
That's
terrible because that's a great movie. I'm gonna watch it right now.
It's definitely
one of my favorite movies.
It's definitely a good movie. It's definitely a good movie. But yeah. Martin scene is much better to me.
Agreed.
It is a good scene. It is a good scene.
Martin telling him to sit your $5 ass down before I make some change, and them not laughing is just the best. They should have got Emmys. They should all won Emmys just for that scene.
It was the dog when he was like,
yeah, it was the dog.
When he ran past him in the dog, he barked. That was funny. Man, he was petting that damn dog and walking with him. Oh, so good. So fucking good.
A lot of his physical comedy is probably some of his best because you had what was that thing at the Gilligan's Island when that thing was attacking?
Gilligan's Island, no damn
puppy.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm gonna tell you what, man. In Martin, Pam and Martin were more compatible. Pam always had Martin's back. Anytime shit went down, Pam was fighting with that nigga. She was, and Gina was always kind of like, I'm gonna be a female. I'm gonna be a girl. Let me back up.
Yo, it's so funny. Yo, to this day, I hate, like, because I still watch reruns of Martin, but to this day, it's something about Gina that I hate, right? And it's when, anytime Martin does some shit that she likes and she turns into this, like, I guess you call herself being, like, sexy or, like, loving, but her voice drops. And it's like, Martin, I'm so proud of you, baby. Shut the fuck up. Like,
Wouldn't it be better? Like I feel,
Way to kick it off.
Listen. He ain't saying nothing but the truth. He ain't saying nothing but the
I
truth.
hate that part.
Oh my gosh, man!
Every time.
That is true. She did though, but I think.
I got
But she probably did. Somebody probably told her to say it like that though.
Yeah, she probably was coached that way for sure.
Probably.
Vivian, I got a Martin trivia question for you.
Okay.
Where is since we talk about Gina, where is Gina from?
She's
You
from
need
Philly.
multiple choice? God damn. Never mind.
She ain't know. She's like, I just had Martin. I just told you, baby. I was doing in the guts.
Maybe I feel like I may have already mentioned that question to her already.
You probably should have. Should have won with the living color trivia or the Black History Month trivia.
Yeah, you should have with the Black History question.
I don't remember the ones that I got right or wrong.
That white guy would have popped up behind her like, yo, I got the answer.
I'll save you.
Turn. It's my turn now. It's my turn. This is my category.
By the way, Black trivia questions, get up.
Okay, we had Black History Month trivia at work, and it was like who was the first female millionaire, and everybody said Madam C.J. Walker, but of course another lady said, "Hold on, Madam C.J. Walker just like to boast about she was the first female. It was actually the lady she stole the stuff from that was the actual millionaire, but she said back in the day, if you found out that you was a millionaire, people come after you, so that's why." She is not known as the first millionaire.
Wow.
But
she was also from St. Louis too, so she had to hold down the lady from St. Louis. I think she said.
Wasn't she like a child? Wasn't that person a child?
No, it was she stole all the. I guess it was. I think that's what she said. It was.
There was another like rich lady. I gotta look it up. I don't want to even tell the story because I don't know the whole thing. But
it was a lady she learned, I guess, everything from. I guess. Right, she learned everything from the lady. Then she made her own joint. I can't remember her name. I mean, she didn't do nothing bad. I think they still were both millionaires. I think it's just you got, if sometimes like they tell you in corporate America, if you don't brag about yourself, then you ain't trying to win. And that's what they tell you. They be like, if you ain't kicking the next man, you ain't winning, bro. That's what they told me.
It's the only way.
This is the way. That's Mandalorian Yoda. Just this is the way. Just so you.
Hunger Games.
How about the Mandalorian? Thank you.
She's still trying to get you into Star Wars. She's like,
Yo, everybody tries, and it's like, why?
Because you are Yoda.
So what?
It's just strange.
I didn't do that to myself. I didn't say, hey.
You kept it though.
Yoda?
You did keep it.
You could tell people to not call you that.
It's so
people call me that all my life. I'm not going to sit here and say now.
Oh no, like I am. You could be like, I'm over 40. I want to be named I want to be named my government. You just told me my government now.
You could. You definitely could. Or you can keep the name and just watch a movie or two.
Right, because if your nickname was Booger Ass, I bet if your nickname was Booger Ass, you'd be asking people to call you by your real name. Like,
yeah, I bet you wouldn't like that.
Whoever nicknamed me Booger Ass, I'm coming for them first.
Hey, Booger Ass, how you doing, Booger Ass? I like Booger Ass. That's good for you.
I'm coming for Booger. Whoever named me Booger Ass first before anything.
You better come for your brother. He just named you. That's your name now.
I said, if I didn't name Yoda.
You heard it here first.
I said,
episode 240. Yoda got a new name. Yoda's new name.
What?
EA.
Oh, they found a booger in my ass. What?
All right. Well, before we start wrapping this up, I do have a question in terms of I'm always big on television and music. So what?
This is gonna wrap
what,
up then. If you got a question
yeah,
about
yeah.
television.
It's a quick question. It's a quick thing. You don't gotta go deep into it, but what is your what are you listening to or watching on these streaming platforms or on television, or what you listening to on your iPad that's fairly new or not? It don't have to be new.
Yo, I've been listening to of course the Kanye album, but I've been listening to Ye. I kind of like this nigga. I don't know why,
That the
but
new
I like
joint?
this. Yeah. I like this dude, and I've
Drake?
been listening. Huh?
Nah,
Nah,
Drake
like
want you. I'm just joking.
nah, but like he kind of got a Travis Scott vibe though, and I like Travis Scott, so
Yeah,
he
I
definitely
got you.
got a Travis Scott vibe. But
YEET.
why
Is that how you
Yeah.
spell it?
why
YEAT, yeah.
EAT?
EAT. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Ye.
who Ye was until my children, well, my son knew who he was, but Elijah told me who it was. I was like, oh, I never
I
heard
mean,
of
he
Ye.
was kind of TikTok big when what's my man name? Drewski did the whole dance because remember it's like a remix of Mariah Carey joint that he did.
Yeah, see, I'm out.
So he
You
kind
said
of became popping off of that.
you said TikTok. I was
I mean, because Drewski was on like I mean not just TikTok, but like it was a whole
yeah,
dance to it.
What about you,
yeah. I
Viv?
know.
She
I'm
might
sorry,
have a
Yoda. Were you
question.
done? Is there anything
Yeah,
anything else?
nah.
Just
You
the
watching
music?
something?
Just the
You
music?
watching something? Just the
Yeah.
music?
Anything you
Okay.
watching or anything?
Am I watching it? Nah, not really.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. Vivian, any listening? Any watching you doing?
Yeah, so just this morning, my husband and I watched the first 2 episodes of Shogun
Okay.
on
Oh,
Hulu, which is very good.
okay.
It's very good. And we were talking about how we wish that we could have something with the cinematic appearance of that for African culture. Because what I remember younger, I remember what was his name? Shaka Zulu. He had the
Oh,
series, but
yeah.
there really hasn't been a series like that since. So it'd be cool to have something with like African background. But anyway, Shogun
I feel
is
like
really good.
that what's that lady? Not Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis when she was the
Oh, the
warrior
Woman
queen,
King.
The Woman Queen,
Mhm.
Woman King.
Woman
Yeah.
King. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of that was kind of similar to Shaka Zulu, even though it was just a movie, not a miniseries.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as listening, I don't really listen to a whole lot of new stuff. I make all of these playlists on my Spotify. However, Lou sent me something on Instagram about Silk the Shocker, and I don't think he knew that I was a big Silk the Shocker fan.
No, I was trying to joke on that nigga,
Right?
not to promote him.
You were
I was
joking,
not trying to promote you.
but that charges to the game, it goes hard. Like I love that charges to the game. And after
Yo.
you sent me that, I started listening to charges to the game for like days, days. Just to
Yo,
She was on the half
that's
decent
funny.
the whole time.
This girl, one of my friends had posted on Facebook one time. She was like, "Yo, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out what I was listening to that ran into Silk the Shocker that put him in my algorithm on my Spotify."
Probably maybe anything down south, maybe anything in the New Orleans area. Maybe she was
Wow,
listening to,
that's crazy.
She was like,
or maybe
"What?"
It's
New Orleans,
like
Houston
no
area.
Yeah.
nobody will put Silk the Shocker in their top 20, I don't think, for rappers, but everybody has a Silk the Shocker story that
Yo,
they
Silk the
either
Shocker
love
was
him or they hate him
yeah,
about.
was
But
a
he's never been.
strategy.
Everybody says, "No, I don't really like his rap," but I be bobbing my head to that shit, or I'll turn
The
that shit.
whole album.
It's no
The
middle.
whole
It's no
album for me.
middle. It's
Nobody's
no
ever
middle with
listened to a
Shocker.
whole album with Silk the Shocker. Get out of here,
Me,
Vivian.
Master P did.
right?
Master P did. And
Charges
C
to the
Murder
game.
did. Master P and C Murder did, but
Well,
nobody else
they
did
were
it.
obligated because that was family. That
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Charges to the game is the album.
So the
I will listen to it faithful.
only non-family members that ever listen to the whole Silk the Shocker. Are we talking to them right
Right.
now? It's amazing. You're like an artifact.
and I can't even name Silk the Shocker that song off the top of my head right now. I
Me
have
either.
Girl,
none.
feel
I am
me.
drawing.
You gonna love me till they kill me.
She even
Nope.
rapping off beat.
Girl,
I know the beat is not that. I know the beat is not what
I'm
you're
a
rapping on.
love me till they kill me.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
Boo. Boo. That
It's
is
so
horrible,
bad.
man.
It's so bad, but it's so good. Like it's so
Mm.
bad, but it's so good.
Nobody even knows what you talk about, Vivian.
I
I
take it
can't
back. I
believe you
do know
had a
that.
ball.
I do know this song. That's the only song I know. That's the only song I know.
Oh yeah, it ain't my
That's a
fault.
feature. And he features. And he got features on that shit. Yeah, you
Oh,
know
they
all the
said it's
verses.
his
Best
song.
one.
But
It
That
ain't
is
even the
his
best
song.
one on the album.
that's
That is
not
his
the
song,
best one
though.
on the. That's the only song on the album. You might
You
be
all
able to say anything else.
listen to Charges to the Game, and the
No, I
next
refuse.
time,
I'm gonna do that.
whenever,
He
Can you
rap off beat.
can
His
you cash
back
out?
jump
Can you
off.
cash out me? Can you cash out me $20 to do this, please?
Well,
I gotta
if
get.
you're a big,
I gotta
if
get
you're a
paid.
big fan, when was his last album? When did he make his last album?
all I know is Charges to the Game. That's all I know.
No, he probably made his last album in like 2025 or something crazy.
No,
You said
2018.
2025, yo.
2018.
He made his last album
In
a
the
year.
future? Back to the future?
I mean, 2005.
2018 was his last album.
2018?
Wow.
That was
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will all make sense later. That was
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't.
It didn't. It still doesn't. It still
It
doesn't,
didn't.
Shook. But go
It
ahead,
he
didn't.
got a
man.
song with he got a song with Young Boy Never Broke on there. Okay.
Yeah, he do song with
Which is
everybody though.
now yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Charge to the Game was 1998. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, can we stop? Can we stop? Can we Rob, what you doing? What you listening to? What you watching, man? I don't want to see her be bouncing to this the rest of the episode.
I mean,
No,
that's
I'm
her
listening to
vibe. That's her
Andre
vibe.
3000.
I
Nah,
can
I ain't
see.
listening to that at all.
Go ahead.
I can't. Or it even made me mad because he just did another article. He did another video. I mean, another photo shoot and interview. He was like, "Yeah, making a rap album at 48 sounds like it'd probably be cool." Really, Nick, bro? Really? You
Who,
gonna
Silk the
dig
Shocker
that?
said that?
No. Andre 3000 said this just recently. He was like, "Oh yeah,
Man,
it'd been cool. It'd be cool." Man, what are you doing? You killing me right now, brother. I don't want to hear it no more.
Let him finish this tour, Rob. Let him
Maybe
finish this tour, and maybe he'll get back in the studio for you. But
maybe
let him do
after
his
Yeah,
thing.
sponsored by Sleepy's. I got you.
maybe after he saw Killer Mike win that Grammy, he was like, "Yo."
Got inspired. Got inspired a little bit.
But see,
Cause
Killer Mike
he was on the
said he
album.
had a rap. He's had an album, so they was in the studio. Unless Killer Mike was talking about this flute album when he said, "Yeah, Andre in the studio right now." He was talking about that flute album. Oh my, I'm gonna hurt. And when I see Killer Mike on site, son, no shit.
Oh shit. There goes Killer Mike coming on the show.
No, he might want to know. He got a beverage brand.
I haven't been listening to no music lately, but I've been watching TV a lot. Um, I like the Peanuts, like Charlie Brown and them. And Franklin had a new episode of the Peanuts when they focused just on Franklin and him moving into town and stuff like that. And they always during Thanksgiving they always be posting that meme where Franklin's sitting at the table and he's the only one on that side. And I feel like the Peanuts heard that because they actually had that scene during the show, and everybody was like, "No, Franklin, don't sit by yourself. Come over here and sit with us." So it was a real 2024 inclusivity. We all love each other type of Peanut show, and them parents were still talking nonsense. But I love the Peanuts, man. I just really do. So it was
I
really
must
cool.
not have been a Peanut fan. I didn't know a black guy was in the Peanuts at all.
Yeah, Franklin.
Me either. I didn't know either. I
Yeah, he was
He was by himself, Rob. That's why he didn't know he was over there by himself.
And he been a part of that. He's been a part of the Peanuts since you've been alive. He's been a part of the
I'm
Peanuts
sure.
for a long time.
But maybe I didn't.
He's like
All I
40,
knew was
he's like
Snoopy.
50
If it
years
was
old.
Snoopy and Charlie Brown, that's the only people I know.
Right.
And
I understand
the
that.
dust bunny and the dust bunny.
Linus.
That's fiction.
Yeah, Linus. Yeah.
No, Linus is the towel. Linus is the dude with the towel.
Oh, I guess I do know a lot of people. I do know the towel people guys too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know. I
You know
know
Lucy.
Peanuts.
You know the black dude though.
Lucy.
Yeah,
Lucy.
I don't
Lucy, the girl that
know
always
Lucy.
take the football away. And
Yes.
Franklin was the black dude. He was the lone black dude.
Now I gotta go watch old Peanuts cartoons.
He probably wasn't in that many episodes.
Yeah, he probably
in
was.
the
He probably
actual
was like,
show,
he
in
went,
the actual,
They probably killed
in
him
the
in the
actual
first
cartoon.
episode.
No, they didn't. They didn't. It's not a
he
horror
went up the
movie.
steps. He went out. He said, I'll be right back, guys. It never came back like the lady from Family Matters.
They
She went
didn't
up the
Family
steps and
Matters them
never
either. They
returned.
didn't.
Kind of
They
like
didn't
that.
Family Matters. No, man. God damn. I think he's in like every. I think he's in like every
That wasn't it?
cartoon, like every episode that they does. And I've been watching Avatar, the new live action thing. I like Avatar too.
Oh, is it good? The Airbender joint, right?
It's not as good as the cartoons because they moving so fast. But being in a live action, it's better than the movie was. It's much better than the movie.
The movie was
the movie was terrible. It was so bad. But it's like they got 8 episodes and they trying to fit 20 half an hour episodes into 8. So they missing like 4 hours. So they like condensing some stuff and just like, you should know this. So it's like, nah, what if I never watched the cartoon? I wouldn't know. So it's kind of choppy. But I'm enjoying it just because
I never was in the Dragon Ball Z.
It's not that. It's the last Airbender. That's 2 different cartoons.
Wait, it's not the same shit.
It's not the same shit, but it's in the same arena.
It's not the same shit though. Yeah,
no, it's definitely not the same. And
your brother said Dragon Ball Z like it was the last Airbender is the same show.
Right. I know 2 different things.
Seem like the same shit.
No, they're not. I'm telling you for the
Ain't
third time.
they both anime?
They are anime, but you gotta be in that.
Kinda. I don't even know how anime Avatar is or the last Airbender.
Yoda entered the conversation. It was like, I ain't never watched Dragon Ball Z. We're like,
I ain't never watched no anime shit either.
Well, anime just really means like Japanese cartoonists, right? That's all it really kind of means, right?
Ain't all that shit Japanese cartoons?
I don't know. Don't give me a lie. I missed that part of the culture. I mean,
yeah, me
Snoopy, Franklin, and we didn't live in the same household, so he probably was like, "No, we ain't fucking with that shit."
No, we ain't watching that
shit. You think not fucking with that shit makes you cool?
No, I just do it.
Okay.
Maybe at the time, yeah, but because nerds wasn't cool.
Sure.
But now people are like, yo, we on that. Like people love this stuff now. People love anime and they got whole conventions and shit for. Well, I wasn't a big comic book guy either. So all my comic books were should have been collectibles, but they were trash. I used them as
trash, shameful.
Yeah. That wasn't my bag was music, but I trashed those too. So there you go. CDs. Did I play an instrument? No, I did not.
Yeah, you played the saxophone.
You want Kenny
G? Yeah.
No, that was the goal. That was the goal, but it didn't work out that way. I only had one saxophone lesson. And it was
Rob played drums. I mean, I played drums and Rob played the saxophone.
How if you only had one lesson, did you play the sax?
Nope.
Does that count?
Yeah. I went because
like that? He didn't play the
sax. Well, because there's a whole story behind it. Because I was like, yo, I want to play this.
I want to think about the story.
It was. Yeah, I'll tell you a story real quick. It was like, yo, I want to play the saxophone. So my dad was like, oh, I'll get you an instrument. I was like, no, can we rent it? Like everybody else is renting them. He was like, no, I'm going to buy you one. I was like, okay, bet. You're going to buy me one. This man showed up with this rusty saxophone. It was ridiculous. So we spent all weekend tossing it up. As good as we could get it. But then I brought my case to school. I saw everybody unpacking their instrument, getting ready. I was like, this shit is still dusty as hell. And then I realized one, they had alto sax. So they all look different. And I had a tenor sax. I was like, so it's rusty and it's the wrong sax. So I sat it down. I don't know if I said I'm going to the bathroom or anything like that, but I put it back in the case, sat the thing down and left it right there in the auditorium. I never went back for that thing. That was it.
Yo, that saxophone was fucked all the way up, yo. It looked like a nigga played that for 19, 20 years and just said, fuck it, and threw it somewhere, and her dad found it. It was like...
Right, looked like I look like I've been busking as long as that thing. I was out there. Like, I was out.
That saxophone survived the Great Depression.
It was. He definitely got that joint from he got it from the Goodwill or somewhere. I don't know where he got that thing, but
he had to get that thing from out somebody's trash, nigga. That's what he got.
maybe. But yeah, that was my playing the instrument story. That was it. That it killed my career. I could have been an excellent G, but it didn't work out that way.
Thank you for sharing, Rob. Thank you.
Yo, I could have been the next Kenny G. Part of the story.
He would have been Roddy. He would have been Roddy G.
Yeah, I could have been the next Robbie, the first Robbie G. And we need more saxophones in the music business now. You had a place right now, bro.
Yeah, there was also a black guy who plays saxophone too. It wasn't Wynton. Was it Wynton Marsalis? He played it.
He played some sax. He could probably play the sax. I'm sure.
Branford.
He probably could play a lot of
Bradford. Yeah, Bradford did play the sax. I think one of those Marsalis boys.
It is more than one Marsalis, huh?
Yeah. Winston and Bradford. It might be more than that. That's just the two that we know.
I'm sure.
Of.
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
They probably all could play some type of instrument.
Yeah, that probably was a instrument playing family. So I joined the chorus, and everybody knows about my solo, and that's how that kind of happened. What am I watching? I am watching. I already told you about Vince Staples. I've been watching Vince Staples' show.
Oh yes, did you finish it?
I finished it. Yeah, I finished the
That
Vince
shit
Staples
is
show.
wild. Yo, sidebar, Rob. Me and you right now, Rob. Kapow at the end.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Wow, that was
too
much, man. That was too much, man. I was overboard.
Well, but it's like Atlanta, like it was his version of, because it had that same type of.
I would agree. Like
Donald Glovery comedy.
I gotta watch it. I don't
Y'all should. It's only five. It's only 5 episodes. It's literally like an hour and 20 minutes worth of video viewing. So it's not a lot to view.
Yeah.
If an hour and 20 minutes, you know. What
yeah.
I mean?
Vince said. 18 minutes, Vince said, make sure you like it though. Make sure you like it on on Instagram. I mean, make sure you like it on Netflix, because he's trying to see something. He trying to get some more of that Netflix money. But it was a good show. I was surprised.
He kind of halfway plays himself. It's like he's just a regular. He a rapper, but he never in no rapping situations. Never.
Like, people know who he is.
Like Lil Dicky's John.
Oh, it reminds me of like a merge of Atlanta, Lil Dicky.
Yeah, probably. It's probably in that same type of.
The Vince Staples show don't happen without them 2 shows.
Probably.
Right. It's like Vince Staples. It's like Lil Dicky, because it is loosely based on that actual character. Like Atlanta is different because it's like on an imaginary golden doughboy or whatever it is. Where this is Lil Dicky, and this is Vince Staples. Like, people are like, hey, Vince Staples, I love your stuff. So it is that one. But it's
they be like, Vince Staples, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
It goes. Well, it's an extreme.
That's probably the same. Yeah.
Okay.
But it has so it has like a Curb Your Enthusiasm, Atlanta type of type.
You gotta find the joke, Vivian Yoda. Y'all gotta find the jokes. Like, the jokes ain't just there. It's just like, oh my god, that was funny. Yep, that was funny. It's that type of.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
What else was I watching? I think Love Story I was watching on Netflix. And that was just a show that was. It starts from a chance meeting in 1988, and it goes 20 years, so that it spans 20 years relationship of them being friends and would they, won't they type of thing happening and all kind of stuff. It was actually a pretty good show. It's I don't want to spoil it for anybody who goes out there and watch it, but because there's a lot of.
What's that on?
It's on Netflix too.
That's on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah. And what else? I watch a lot of television. Past Lives was another movie I watched because it had so much Oscar hype. I said, let me give it a shot, and it was actually a pretty good movie. It's because it's half in English and half in some Korean dialogue, because so there's some subtitles in there because the character is from Korea, but they immigrate to America, so she still speaks Korean to her people she knows. I met her family members and another gentleman. But it's actually it was pretty good. I get those angsty movies are always good for Academy Awards thing. They love those things. If you want to win an Academy Award, sometimes you just make them slow, kind of dry, and you'll win that shit. That's the group for it.
At least get nominated. At least get a nomination.
Yeah. If you go too glitzy and glamour, you was not trying to get an Oscar. But if you go
right,
that shit,
right.
you go $7 million budget. We only want to make $5 million off of this. We're trying to lose $2 million on it and just win an Oscar. That's what we want.
Right. I bet if you put if a black person made a movie about being on the stoop, but you make it real like mundane, like what they seeing while they sitting on the stoop, and you make this dialogue kind of long-winded and the visuals kind of like
a boring Friday,
dusty.
like a boring Friday.
Yeah, exactly. You make a boring Friday,
a boring
Oscar.
episode of Friday.
Yeah,
Oscar.
No. Somebody got to come along. You got to have that old guy come along and say, "Dang, Pops, tell me what's going on." And you like, and he gives you a long thing about, well, when I was growing up, there was a lot of white folks that lived around here, but white flight took them out. So I know that shit right there.
We should definitely look. We should star it. We should definitely star in this. Like, I like this.
I see it.
We're about to get some Projectors Guild awards. Let's go.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here waiting for the Freaknik to come out on Hulu on March 31st.
No Oscar. No Oscar. No Oscar at all. They make
Why
it
21 Savage in the
Freaknik
Freaknik thing though? But why is
because he's still throwing Freaknik.
Oh, because I'm like, he was not young. He's not old enough to be.
I was about to say he wasn't even born.
Yeah,
The Freaknik, rewind. What?
So 21 Savage is like part of the making of the Freaknik. I don't know if it's a movie or a documentary.
Oh,
okay,
he's a producer, or he's just talking about it.
Like, I think he's part of he's a producer or something on it. He has something to do with it. But he said that he still throws like a Freaknik joint in Atlanta. But it's not called the Freaknik.
Yeah, because you can't throw those things.
Crumpets? What is it?
Yeah, because he's British, right? That was that British dig on. That was that British dig.
I saw that. Yo, I got one. I got a question for you.
If you think about it, that was some racist shit that you just said.
Was it?
I was just saying that's cultural. That's cultural.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was racist.
Yeah.
Right, when you was talking about that Korean movie, How's Going to Win an Oscar, you said that some of it was in subtitles. Question for y'all: do y'all watch movies with subtitles? With the subtitles on,
I do.
Or with them off?
Depends.
All the time for me. All the time.
Shogun is in subtitles partly.
But do you watch the whole show in subtitles?
You mean turn like you turn like closed caption on?
Right.
We got little kids in our house, so everything is always on subtitles because the TV is down low most of the time. So
yeah, sometimes we watch that because my wife likes to have them on because she's like, "What'd they say?"
Yeah, that's how I like. Sometimes I can't understand the dialogue.
I hate having subtitles on.
He's serious.
Because
I don't even want to read this book. You want me to read this damn TV?
No, it's like
I don't read.
Right? You already know I don't fucking read. I'm not going to sit. If I'm watching it, if I'm going to sit there and actually, if I'm going to actually sit there and watch some shit, I'm going to watch it. Like, why I need the subtitles on? And there, sometimes the shit pop up in the way. Sometimes they do.
Sometimes it is in the way.
And I don't like that. That's true. I give you that. What if you don't know what they're saying? What if you don't know what they're saying? When you want to know what they're saying?
Then the movie should already have them if they're speaking a different language.
Now that they have subtitles in the movie, it's a lot better than the closed caption.
They could be speaking. I watch it in all. Sometimes they be speaking English, and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
See, I don't have no problem hearing the motherfuckers speak English.
Sometimes if it's too low, and they be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that."
Right.
So you don't know what they said.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Turn that bitch up.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't turn it up. Like somebody might be sleeping next to you, or
no, see, I don't have them issues.
You be like, "You gonna wake up, motherfucker? Hear this shit?
You gonna watch this movie with me tonight?
Wake up!
Sleep or not? Wake your ass up!
Look at Yoda's face. He's like, ridiculous right now.
He was like, I'm gonna fuck about just sleep. He like Rick James on the couch. He like, fuck your sleep.
Fuck your sleep.
Hey,
Nigga said, y'all know I don't read. That's funny.
Yeah.
Y'all know I don't.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
know I don't
Yoda,
read
I need to take a picture of your face right now. Don't you move. Don't you even move.
Subtitles. You know I don't read.
Drake.
So you don't care if it's loud or not? You don't care? You said you don't have those views.
It's not that, because for one, if I'm watching it, most of the time my wife is up watching it with me. I don't really watch that much TV. Like,
you keep y'all couple watch. Y'all couple watch a lot.
Because the thing is that when she watches something is when I watch it most of the time, because I'm not one of those people that to be looking for a show to watch. Like, unless I'm working, and if I'm working, I'm gonna just turn it up anyway because I'm not really paying attention to it. So I'm more listening than I'm watching anyway if I'm working when it's on. So,
Interesting.
Yeah,
I know. We're gonna have to do a deep dive on that one day. What are your hobbies? Who is Yoda, and what makes you tick?
I don't have no babies in my house, so it's like
because he's like, I don't fuck with that reading. I don't really watch TV. I don't really listen to music. What is you doing?
I listen to a lot of. I do listen to music, but I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Put your politician face on, Yoda. Go ahead, Yoda.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and and really, for the most part, that's really my thing. Like, I listen to podcasts.
Okay, podcasts. All right.
And so, and I can do that when I'm doing anything. Like, I can be working, I can be moving around the house, whatever.
Speaking of a good podcast, anybody listen to or watch 7 p.m. in Brooklyn? Y'all watch that podcast or listen to that podcast?
No, I've never heard of that.
It's with Carmelo Anthony and Kid Miro. So they go into the reason why that's one of the episodes with Joe Budden's on it. They go into the reason why him and Jesus broke up.
Broke up.
You'd be like, okay. So it's an interesting why they didn't come together.
I want to know.
It's a good podcast.
You want to know something weird about my podcast watching though? I try not to watch shit with people who are famous. Because it's like, y'all motherfuckers always trying to take all the money. Why y'all trying to take all the money?
Agreed.
I'm the same way. Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get out of here. And then it's like, you look at them and they got 1 million gazillion views, bitch, because you already fucking went.
You ain't saying shit. You ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing that made any sense.
You right, Yoda.
You had a couple albums out 20 years ago, and now you got a #1 podcast, and I'm sitting here wondering about who want to drink a beer with us.
But if you damn, that's But if you take the guys from if you take the guy from Shits and Gigs, then that means it's an inspiration because they weren't famous.
I like shit. I still don't think they famous. They popular.
Right, I like stuff like that.
They famous now. They famous, and in Europe, and Europe, they famous in Europe.
I mean, famous like they can come and do a podcast at the Wells Fargo Center and sell it out, or famous like they can come to the House of Blues and do a podcast.
That's what they're working on. That's what they're working on. They're working on doing a podcast like
Wells Fargo. That's why they did that. Or listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, Wells Fargo type tour.
House of Blues. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think many podcasts do Wells Fargo type tours. I don't think there's any podcast that does. They do like
when you say world famous, that's what I think. I think of Wells Fargo. I think of Lincoln Financial Field doing shows.
I think because people that do podcasts don't want it. I think people that do podcasts don't want that though.
I think they would do the Met. I think they can do the Met. I think they can do the Met. I think they could do the Met.
So if somebody told us we can get you in Wells Fargo and 18,000 people gonna come, we gonna say no. We want to do the Met.
No. If people want to come to see. One, you gotta make sure what that money look like, what that money spread look like. Right. That's a lot. You gotta rent that venue.
Right.
You gotta rent that.
I'm trying to. All I'm saying, I'm just trying to find out shits and giggles. The line. You said it's stadium, but they would rather do the Met. But I'm saying if they have stadium money,
I just think.
No, I said they can do the Met. I think because you said are they You said because you went from Wells Fargo to House of
House of
Blue.
Blue.
That's a crazy transition. There's something in the middle between there, which is like the Met. Like you do the Met.
That's
I
true.
think they would sell
That's
out.
true.
I think they would do that. I think they definitely could do that because they are doing something like that, especially because they did a U.S. tour. Like they wanted on all these podcasts on the U.S. Late 2023 to test the temperature of their audience in the U.S. But they're doing a big one over in the UK. All right, this month I think. But yeah, they're good guys. But that wasn't what I was about to say before I close this out. I forgot what it was now. I wasn't talking about shits and gigs.
We fucked you up. Sorry.
Y'all leave Rob alone so he can close us out efficiently. Go ahead, Rob.
Oh my
God!
Mama bird over here.
He said he was going to close us out. Then he asked the question, so he
did. He did.
Well, yeah. Well, that was just to talk about to wrap it up. I was just trying to wrap it up in terms of giving some insight. Like people might want to be like, "Hey, let me check that out." Oh, then you started talking about subtitles, and then we went, way to the left. All right. We want to thank our special co-host for coming on the podcast, Vivian Ward. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Vivian.
Thank you all for having me. I want to real quick before I give the mic over, I want to shout out Turner House Brewery, located in Chicago, Illinois. They are a brother and sister owned brewery. They just got their official place not long ago in Chicago. And everything is off of their matriarch, their grandmother. So they name a lot of their beers and things off of people who are women in their family. So for Women's History Month, I am wearing this shirt because of them.
Nice.
So they siblings. Okay, they siblings. I thought maybe first you thought brother and sister. I was like, but they are
siblings.
Are they brothers and sisters?
They are brothers too. Yeah,
they're blood. They're blood brother and sister.
But are
they
they
are black?
brothers?
Yeah, they're black.
Yes, they're brothers.
All right. Before we wrap up, you always like to know how people can find you. So, Vivian, how can they find you on these world wide webs? Find out what you're doing, like all this good stuff. How can they find you out there?
Thank you, Rob, for facilitating all of this. You can find me on Instagram at Love the ExBeerience. You can find me on Facebook at the ExBeerience. I am also on TikTok and Threads as the ExBeerience, and that's ExBeerience. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to thank Rob?
Rob
for it.
Thank you, Rob, for facilitating all this. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob, for asking that question. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob, for just having your hat to the side. Thank you, Rob, for wearing your glasses today. Thank you, Rob, for your headphones.
That's what I heard, Yoda. That's what I heard. I heard all that.
That sounds
exactly how you said it.
Just enjoy it, guys. Just enjoy it.
Thank you, Lou and Yoda as well. Thank you.
You always put us together, Lou. You're right.
Always. We never get no solo shit, man. We never get our own shine, Yoda. We're a group, baby. We're a group who is featured. Rob features us, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes.
I don't like that shit at all.
Look like nope.
We more
that shit off in the back.
Yeah, I don't even know what we more like. I don't know what we definitely not that though. No. He called us Blue Notes.
What's wrong with that?
Look at
all right, Lou, where can I find you?
I guess you can go to Bruising Banter podcast.
Go to Rob page.
Yeah, go to Rob State Bruising, Bruising Banner. You may find me over there. They on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, X, all those things.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Yo, how can they find you?
If y'all are actually looking for me and not Rob, you can find me at IM302YODA. That's all.
All right. If you want to listen to the podcast, you can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can even say, Alexa. You can say, Alexa, play Bruising Banter podcast. If you want to follow the podcast, because we are now at 10,000 followers on IG, you can go to IG.
Yeah, we hit it this morning.
Yeah. You can
K
go
at the end.
to Bruising Banter podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can, or X, or whatever you, and Threads and TikTok. We out on all the social media joints. I'm sure people still say Twitter. I mean, I know people still say Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't think they even changed the logo on some of the platforms. You just still click that little birdie. That was just dumb. That bird was like iconic. How would you get rid of the bird? That's just.
I wonder if somebody else can use it though. Can anybody else use that bird?
I would
probably
assume.
not right away. It probably got to be a time frame before it becomes public.
Yeah, because he probably still owns the rights to it when he bought it.
Yeah.
He probably does still own all those.
I want that bird because I'm gonna come out with
copyrights.
a platform called Tweeter.
Tweeter.
It should have been called that in the first place. Why are we tweeting? It should have been called Tweeter. It's a bird. It's a bird. Twitter.
What's it spelled like, Yoda?
It's TWEEEE.
That's like Tweeter Center. That used to be the speaker joint, right? The Tweeter Center. That used to be
Tweeter.
Oh, that was in New Jersey. The Tweeter Center was in New Jersy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They didn't change that name like 100 times. But yeah.
Bro, it's the same building, different names.
Yeah. If you want to follow me on IG, there it is, Rob Stay Bruising. There I am, Robbie Stay Bruising on Instagram. And if you want to check out my profile on Afro Craft Crew on IG, definitely check it out. Learn more about Rob. I think I was the
he's so much more. It's Rob Stay Bruising and the Bruising Banter podcast.
I was the first feature Friday on Afro.
That's what's up,
Afro
man.
Craft
Congratulations to you.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks. That's
great.
That's great.
We're so proud of you.
We really love
you.
I love you guys. Thank you very much. I love you so much for your support.
We definitely know. We get it. Please watch the video.
Guys. This has been episode 240. Wow, 240 of Bruising Banter podcast. And till next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Even if you just love Rob.
Sunset, exhale, exes, baby, would you make it all right? And make it up, my style. If you want it, you can make it all worth it, ooh. When I see the sunrise, you